Welcome to Rekt Reviews, movies and entertainment analysis using the latest in beer goggle technology. And here are your dubiously qualified hosts, Eric, Paul, and Sharp. And Amy.
Hello, guys. We're back.
We are back after about 6 years.
Time.
We're working on it, guys. We are trying to come in as often as we can, but life happens, but we are back today. And
We've all been away at rehab centers, working on our alcoholism.
Yes, trust the process.
Yep. We're all here to talk about the latest movie, Aquaman.
Yay! No,
Just in theaters now.
We're a little late, but we thought we would do definitely a review on Captain Marvel. I know it's been about a month, but also maybe discussion about the new Infinity War coming out later this month, too.
Which, for some reason...
Which I already have tickets to. So
I do.
I'm going to go see it.
You have tickets already?
I do,
Yeah.
too.
Nerds.
Hey,
Nerds.
no. I'm going right after work on Friday.
What people,
Amy paid $3,200 for hers.
I did.
I think I'm going like on a Monday.
people
See,
seem
that's
to be
the best way
acting
to
like
go.
this is going to be the greatest film of all time.
It's closing a chapter.
No.
It's just closing a chapter. We know after this point, we don't know what's going to happen, except we know
We know
Guardians-
Spider-Man comes back.
We know Spider-Man comes back, but we also know Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is happening, but we don't know what else is happening with everyone else.
It's going to be shit.
Spoiler, all the people that are dead will soon be alive.
Yeah.
And all the alive people, some of them are going to die.
Spoiler, Ant-Man will go up Thanos' ass and kill him.
I'm interested in seeing
He's
how
going to
they
go up
do
there
that.
and just
Yeah.
never come back.
It's like,
Black hole.
this is where I should have been living all along.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
this is cozy.
Ooh, it's warm.
I mean, this is a god, really.
Got a condo in Thanos' ass. It's good.
There was actually a really funny meme of Jennifer Lopez because she got recently engaged and someone did her with the little the Infinity Gauntlet because she's been married. This will be her 5th time, so
Yeah.
all her wedding rings are in the gauntlet, which I thought was kind of funny.
That's awesome.
I often think Thanos was right.
He's a misunderstood villain. He is totally misunderstood. That's just my take.
Eliminating half the people on Earth would set us back to roughly around, I think, 1965 or something like that is what I read is like, oh, okay, so this is, you set us back 50 years.
Thanos is basically Shark with a more entrepreneurial spirit.
He doesn't,
Yeah.
He's
that's
a
true.
go-getter.
But
It's so true.
Like, he could do better.
Thanos' problem is that he wasn't selective in who went.
That's true.
He just took half. I would select people like, yeah, you got to go.
It would be more than half if you were selecting.
it would be
It would be
more than half.
90%.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah, I think probably the people in this room would be left. We'd be like, so what do we do now?
It's like, okay. But yeah, no, Captain Marvel, that's what we're going to discuss of what we can remember. I know
a
I
little
watched
foggy.
it. Yeah, I watched it opening weekend. Actually, I watched it
think so. I
twice.
think
I'm
I did.
sorry. I did watch
Yeah.
it twice. So, but yeah. So,
It was fun, I guess.
God, we all just gonna say we liked it.
What
And
are we talking
all-
about? What-
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel.
I was going to say before we do that, I know half and half of us are drinking. Actually, that's a snap of the fingers because 2 of us are not. The other 2 are. So,
Half
Paul,
of all the beverages disappeared.
Paul, what is in your
Oh, that's
classy
sad.
plastic cup?
Oh, I'm bringing the class today. I got a plastic cup and I'm drinking $3 Charles Shaw White Zinfandel.
Ooh, how is it?
It's actually pretty good. I don't usually drink them. But
You don't drink pink wine?
I don't drink pink wine, not because I don't like it, but just for social kind of
Oh, okay.
issues. I feel I'm not comfortable enough in my masculinity to normally drink white Zinfandel, but I found some around the office. I don't know where it came from. It's actually fruity and refreshing.
So it's mystery.
It's questionable wine
Yeah.
is what we're
Yeah.
saying.
Was it already open?
No, I opened it.
Oh, okay.
All you need is an ice cube in there now, and you'd be really classy.
You know what? Next time you just go to a liquor store and there's a good selling wine, just bring it and just store it in here because you never know when you need a mystery bottle of wine.
That's what I've been doing. Can I borrow some of your ice cubes from your coffee, Amy?
Do you really? I was like, do you really want coffee flavored ice cubes in your white or pink white
Well,
Zippin?
since we're keeping it classy.
I mean, we can, yeah.
I think we need to get Paul some classy plastic cups.
I mean, these
Like,
are like
if
I
there's
can
like
like
baby
fancy
sip
wine
cups.
plastic cups, there's probably
But I
that.
mean, honestly, I told him like if I'm feeling it, because today I'm going Starbucks. Sorry guys, it's for me. Sundays are kind of a recoup day, and I really wasn't feeling like
the
going
day
to
of
the
rest,
store,
as the Lord said.
technically. And I went with a venti iced caramel macchiato. Thank you very much.
AM PM has better coffee.
You know what? It was here.
And it's like 99 cents.
That's okay. It's on my gift card. You know,
Was it black?
Yes.
Just
oh no, sorry, I can't do that. Ugh. No, it's too bitter. All right. So next, what are you drinking, Eric?
I'm drinking a beer from Virgin Beer Company called Reclaim the Wild. And this one's cool. For every pint they sell, it plants a tree. So up in the Northern California where the...
refreshing and recyclable in a sense. Yeah. Oh.
Carbon refresh.
Yeah, so I'm doing a good thing by drinking this.
I would totally support that, actually.
And I'm drinking nothing.
You don't, not even water?
I'm drunk on life.
I'm sorry, guys.
Hydrate.
Shark is still drunk from last night, so technically...
Pretty much,
yeah.
Yes.
What, did you have SoCo?
I did have SoCo last night, but only at the end of the night, and not too many. You know what? Last Sunday, I drank 32 beers.
What?
Women, from what time to what time?
From 11:30 in the morning until about 8 o'clock at night.
Ooh, how's your liver?
The liver is fine. I mean, listen, beer, it's wheat and barley. It's cornflakes in a can.
Was this like light? Like
Bud Light, yeah.
Blood stuff like that.
That's like
All
piss. I mean, it's water, so you're good.
It's the greatest beer.
So you weren't doing like double IPAs?
No,
like 32 double IPAs.
I can't drink any
double
of that
stout,
shit.
you know, nothing too rich.
It's just like too rich and ugh.
You just bitter. What about Coronas? Coronas are good though if you want something refreshing.
Coronas are okay if you are like a gay guy running on the beach, but I don't like Corona.
No, those are cosmopolitans.
I haven't seen that
commercial.
Yeah.
And it's still refreshing.
It's refreshing.
As a white Zinfandel person who's questioning their sexuality right now, I take offense to that statement.
White Zinfandel is far more masculine than Corona.
Ooh.
Really? Oh,
Strong
okay.
words.
Well, then I know a lot of guys that
Corona is the beer you drink if you're like on vacation and you're just like, yeah, okay, give me a Corona, like everyone else.
I'll be gay for a day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it's a vacation from yourself.
Exactly.
It's a vacation for my heterosexuality.
Yeah, exactly.
So next time I go on vacation, I'm going to ask Shark, what should I drink? And
I think forcing the little lime in that little hole is what makes
that's what
Shark
he said.
confused.
SoCo gets you loco.
Well, yeah, we're talking hard liquor comparison to beer. I mean, there's no comparison.
Anytime you go to a bar, if they do not have Bud Light, leave that bar.
I think every bar has Bud Light, right?
I would be happy with that bar.
But it's delicious. It's the king of beers.
Okay. All right. So
or a Pabst Blue Ribbon.
I never had that, actually.
From the land of sky blue water.
He got a nice voice.
If you have to do a beer run,
it's my
mile,
voice. Yeah.
then that's an all right beer to choose.
I will say this, just a side note. So our work, where I work at, decided to do a holiday party once a month, even after Christmas. So we had ours Friday.
That sounds expensive.
No, technically we ordered pizza from Costco. People brought in beers, and we got to play video games. Well, for me, it started at 12 till like 5. For me, it's like 12 to 2:30. So I technically kind of got buzzed off one beer with pizza and playing Overwatch. So that was
a fun party because you work at a fun place.
I do. It has its moments, but I thought, wow, I'm literally drinking at work right now. Is this okay? And they're okay with it. Just be responsible. And if you need a Uber,
Jinx is a very different place. Every time I went there, it was always some sort of adventure.
I think it's a trap, Amy. I think they can use have it as an excuse to fire you without provocation.
Well, then everyone else is coming down with the ship with me because no, I didn't.
She was drinking. She was drinking at work. We have it on video.
No, we just have it in the fridge still. You know, like in all
with
the
your
fridges.
Fingerprints all over it.
Yeah, but that was the first time I actually had a beer in like months, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'm a little soft with that. But it wasn't like a Bud Light. It was like some sort of craft IPA. I don't remember the name of it though. But anyway, all right. So I figured we could talk about Captain Marvel. ASMR liquor shots. No, you need to put that up to the mic when you pour it.
Oh, that's right.
So you can hear the suds.
I did the pop, but I didn't do the pour.
See, the next time I hear some ASMR or AMSR, whatever that shit is called,
we can do a whole show that way.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to make a little sound of like a silencer. That's just like, that person who was talking is now dead.
Does anyone have a ASMR fetish for this sound?
No, but they do have.
It makes me want to take my own life. I just
No, I don't know what's worse. Like there are ASMRs for people eating noodles, like the slurping of the
Slurpee.
noodles.
I can see that.
I'm like,
that to me is the worst because ever since I was a kid, I can't stand when people whisper. It's so annoying, especially like if you're gonna whisper in somebody's ear so that nobody else hears it, that's fine. But when you whisper loud, so like people know you're whispering, you're like, it's like we can all hear you.
hey, Shark, you're getting very sleepy.
I'm always sleepy. I'm very old.
Can I buy you a Corona, sir?
Sure.
You look like you could use a Corona.
Okay, all right, this is getting creepy.
We're off track here.
Anyway,
That's okay.
Captain Marvel.
Whatever listeners we had, they're all gone now.
Yeah. Let's talk Captain Marvel.
All right, so
Let's review a movie that came out like a month and a half ago.
Yeah.
yeah,
Everyone's
so-
seen it.
Because
everyone has seen
It
it.
was pretty good.
I liked it.
It was okay, but
It was okay.
listen, Captain Marvel.
That's good for Shark, though.
I know that's why I
yeah.
was like, ooh.
Captain Marvel
That's
to me represented two things. One, Marvel needed a female superhero lead, just like DC had with Wonder Woman. So they did Captain Marvel, which is a little known character as far as.
Well, it's not
as
just
Marvel
a
is
woman though.
concerned. No.
Captain Marvel, like throughout the comic, you know the Shark.
Yeah,
it's
it's been different, yeah.
Right. It's been men. It's been women. It's been
Yes.
women of color. It's been all different things.
Yeah, and it's also it was more to me a setup for Endgame. That's
That's why they
completely
did
what
it.
was.
Exactly.
It was good though. I like Brie Walker. She's
So who's cuter, Brie Walker or Gal Gadot?
well. There's a difference there.
Okay.
isn't it Brie Larson?
Brie
Larson, yeah.
What did I say?
Walker?
Bree Walker. I thought
Bree
that
Walker.
was some inside joke that I didn't know.
Brie Larson.
He's still drunk, so
Yeah,
just
still
normal.
drunk.
Okay.
He just doesn't respect women
This
enough to
movie
learn
was
their name.
This movie was considerably better than Wonder Woman.
Yes,
I disagree.
I kind of agree with,
I
and
agree.
I love Gal Gadot and I love Wonder Woman, but I do have to agree. You know what? I think what it is, it brought me back to 13, 14-year-old Amy with the 93, 94, 95 setup with the music, the clothing, stuff like
The
that.
Good old blockbuster
video.
jokes.
Yeah.
Shooting the head off Arnold Schwarzenegger.
The Nine Inch Nails t-shirt, the soundtrack. I really dug it. So
The soundtrack was a little abrasive at times. Like I think they kind of overdid it.
They
Shove it
forced
down
you.
your throat a little bit
okay,
hard.
I can
Yeah.
see that.
I mean, the whole movie.
I appreciate
and-
the garbage song. I'm like, oh yeah, garbage.
Yeah, the garbage.
really
Yeah,
happy
that's
when
right.
it
And then I was like,
rains.
wait, this garbage song is actually not. I was like, oh, Billy Corgan wrote it. That's why.
Yeah.
It's complicated. Yeah, I know. I have all of Garbage's CDs back in North Carolina, so
Wow.
I loved that was my shit back in the day. Garbage, Smashing Pumpkins, like all that crap.
I always hated Smashing Pumpkins. I thought they
You're
were
such
That
a
dude's
hater.
voice,
very,
man.
very, very pretentious.
Well, this is like was it Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness? But my first one was God,
Okay,
Siamese
now-
Dream.
okay.
Siamese Dream was my first one.
Now, right there. So when you name your album Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness, it's like, come on, dude.
Dude, you're talking to 14-year-old Amy at this point. To
All
me,
the
that
teenagers
was-
dressed in black all the time.
I'm
That
still
speaks.
dressed in black.
Yeah, that speaks
Okay.
to
It
us.
was a very sad time to be alive.
It was.
Yeah.
It was pre-emo. So before emo.
I got
became
garbage
emo.
confused with Hole. I was thinking of Hole.
Well,
There's a Hole song.
They actually played Hole too
Yeah.
at the very
well,
end.
because Hole was garbage. So
That's true. Well, except for that one song.
Except for the one
Was
song
that
written by
the
Billy
Just a
Corgan.
Girl song?
Oh no, that's Gwen Stefani.
That's Gwen Stefani. I'm
That's
sorry.
no
Yeah.
doubt.
Yeah.
Which
That was a bit much.
at the very when she's
I mean,
fighting.
the whole that movie took some pretty sharp turns there. We're like, oh, we're doing this now? And
like for what part?
where the bad evil guy that obviously revels in doing evil all of a sudden, like it's just like a 360 and he's the victim and he's
Yeah.
a persecuted like space Jew kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Space Jew.
Wow. Well, okay. So did y'all know that there was some references in the movie that gave homage to Pulp Fiction?
You know what? I slightly remember that, but I would have to go back and look.
There are two. Okay, so
I haven't seen Pulp Fiction in a very, very long time.
So there's two
Let alone this
scenes.
one.
Yeah,
Does
there's-
making Samuel L. Jackson digitally younger count as an homage?
He looked great.
He did. I like
Does
that.
he slurp a drink till he hits the bottom?
Okay,
Does
so
that happen?
remember when I forgot the name of
that
them.
happen in the bar?
No. The alien guy that comes into Rambo's home and he's drinking a cup. It was like a milkshake or something.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That was the homage to
Oh,
the.
right.
a tasty burger with the Sprite. So that was one of them. The other one was just when Samuel L. Jackson and John Travolta were kind of driving in the car at the beginning. It was Samuel L. Jackson and the other guy. It was like the same shot. So it was just the two shots, which I thought were kind of cool.
I did not like Samuel Jackson in this movie.
Really?
I
did.
I don't like a.
This is the first time I've liked him in anything in a long time.
Yeah, he wasn't doing his same old shtick.
He's been doing garbage for so long.
I don't like a funny, light-hearted Samuel L. Jackson.
I do.
He likes him to throw a motherfucker every 5
But you've seen
seconds.
that a billion times.
Yeah, I'm so sick of it.
Like, let him do something else.
I want to know how because like he's like a naive, well, not naive really, but like he's a new agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. and just kind of.
He hasn't seen some shit yet.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so by the time he's Nick Fury, he's just like he hates everybody. And
that's
cat
pretty sharp
and
right
after
there.
that, it just went downhill.
Yeah.
That's pretty. Let's get Goose to claw your eye. We'll get you an eye patch, and you will become Nick.
I mean,
Fury.
Shark, you're wearing a T-shirt that says "I used to be a people person, but people ruined it for me." If anyone could understand, you should.
Is that not true though?
But that takes years, right?
Yeah, you'll get there.
Yeah,
you'll get there. Trust me.
But we got like a little bit of an origin story of Nick Fury, which I wasn't expecting, nor would I think I would even like that. Yeah. But hey, I do.
You like the whole cat thing?
Oh my god, the
whole
I like Goose.
The cat. The
flirkin or whatever.
The
flirkin.
Some of those jokes were just like a little too easy.
Yeah.
Like it felt like, I don't know, I was watching like a Family Guy episode.
But I mean, like specifically his eye getting scratched out. I saw some people bitching on the internet, like they expected some kind of epic battle in which he
I like it that it's something stupid.
Yeah.
That's fine with me.
There was definitely
this movie was dumb, which I actually really
it was dumb.
I really appreciate that. I didn't think it was going to be a dumb, like silly, like buddy cop movie.
I really get the feeling that some of the execs were sitting around going, okay, listen, we need something to tie into Endgame because we did that shit at the end of the last one of Infinity War with the little Captain Marvel.
Yeah, we need to introduce Captain
they already
Marvel.
had this plan though when they did that.
Yeah, so they were like, so let's just go lighthearted. It doesn't really need to be that much. Let's put Brie Larson in a nice tight uniform.
She had no butt, by the way.
None.
I was really disappointed.
You guys seen those memes with her and
Spider-Man?
Yeah, Spider-Man.
Yeah, he had a better butt than she'd had.
Because he's been what's his name?
Oh God, Tom.
Not
Not Hiddleston.
Hiddleston.
Hamilton.
I want to say
it's an H.
He's another English. He's another
Holland.
Holland.
Holland. So he used to do ballet and stuff.
Oh yeah, because he was in
what's the dance movie?
Yeah, I know what you're talking
about.
So he's got a ballet ass and
she just doesn't. But hey, I mean the cool thing is she was actually in a comic movie before this movie. She was in Scott Pilgrim versus the World as his girlfriend, which means it's actually really good.
You'd like it.
She was also a singer.
Is she?
Yeah,
I didn't
she
know
was.
that.
She had like some.
She's in a music video.
Yeah, some really stupid songs. But
she directed a movie on Netflix. Too.
Oh, the Unicorn Store or something like that. Yeah, I haven't watched it yet though.
To answer your question though, because you said who's cuter.
Yes.
Okay, there's a difference.
Okay.
Gal Gadot is absolutely beautiful.
Right. She's
Brie Larson is very cute.
So you have a woman and you have a little girl, is what you're saying?
Yeah, a woman and then a little teenager.
I feel like in a movie that celebrates female empowerment, this is the wrong conversation too.
Well, I brought
her or Wonder Woman?
You can blame me, and I'm a woman bringing this up, but I'm just bringing it up because you have two strong, powerful woman characters leading a movie. So
I did like the at the end of the movie because Captain Marvel is supposed to be the most powerful character in the Marvel universe. So I like at the end of it, they just made her like where she's just like, I can do anything. I can fly and I blow
You can
shit
do
up
anything when you have like superpowers given to you by like an advanced alien race. How about raising a kid on your own? Single mom,
and
real shit.
Having the kid print out the colors of a uniform, which I thought that was kind of cheesy. I thought it was cool, but I'm like, okay, now you can change the colors.
I'm assuming the daughter is like she's going to be somebody important in these upcoming Marvel movies. Because
she in the comics, she becomes Captain Marvel.
Rambo, is it the?
Because she's like she's.
Or is it?
I mean, she's in her 20s now, right?
It's the mother that actually.
Yeah, she becomes Captain Marvel.
She becomes Captain Marvel.
But like that young girl's in her 20s now, like for Endgame. Right?
I believe so.
So I'm willing to bet she pops up as somebody important.
I would not be surprised.
Yeah, she'll have something to do. Actually, the little after footage was probably the best part of the movie when Captain Marvel goes into the future and she's like, "Where's Nick Fury?"
Yeah,
I thought that was the best part of the movie to me.
Yeah, and then I don't know. I kind of liked that Goose threw up the Tesseract on the keyboard, which, by the way, I was and someone did post it on the internet a few weeks later. I was like, wait a minute, Tesseract, like, okay, wait a minute, who has it? And I thought Thanos had it, but then we're in the past, and then I'm like, okay, where did it come from? So someone actually did a full timeline of where the Tesseract came from and who had it last and all that, and I'm just like, whoa, that's just too much right there because it was a lot.
I still think it's dumb. It's called the Avenger Initiative. Because what are they avenging at this point?
Yeah, it's very true. Well, I guess they're avenging the galaxy now. Was it the Thanos?
Well, now, but when he wrote this back in '92 or whenever this movie, what was he avenging?
I think I have a theory. I think Nick Fury was getting picked on in school as a kid, and he wanted to have something called the Avengers, like forever, to like beat up the bullies that tormented him. And
I don't think he was getting picked on.
Well, so
he probably went to a rough inner city school. He got his ass kicked all the time. Which
the whole thing with him is that he's supposedly like the first person to realize that we're not alone in the universe and there's some shit out there that can destroy us. So I have to put together a team. Now they never do explain how he knows that there are these meta humans. Like he just knows. He's like, there's got to be something out there. So.
Look, I even knew that Jude Law was going to be a villain. I'm like, what the hell is he doing in this movie? And then...
Isn't he always a villain?
No.
The beginning of this movie was pretty jarring. I didn't know what the hell was going on.
Yeah, it was kind of like, okay, what's your... Because you think they're the good guys, and then you see the guy, I forgot his name, that was in Guardians of the Galaxy, and it's like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
And it's like, ooh, twister right there. And then it's like, okay, now I got it. So they're saying they're bad guys, which these guys are not actually bad guys. They just want their own home.
They're bad guys in the comic, from what I understand.
I heard they were, They're so I don't know why.
But some people are pissed off about that.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying nerds. Come on.
Well, it's stuff that you grew up on, and it's like, I take personal offense. Well, guess what? It's like Captain Marvel was also a man at one point, and so it's just going to have little... It's going to have little changes.
You still have your comic books. You can go back and read that.
Exactly.
The movie can be something different.
You got to make a movie that works with a really good line. I honestly, and I don't say this with all Marvel movies, I thought it was good. I don't think it was the best one, but I really enjoyed it. It's
a buddy cop movie. Like, I didn't know I wanted a Marvel buddy cop movie. But
well, now we have one.
Apparently you do.
And I actually like Samuel L. Jackson's CG. Like, I kind of forgot about it.
Yeah, it looked really good.
Much better than the other guys. He looked bad.
It was cool to just sit. It's a nice movie to just sit in the theater and have a little popcorn.
Yeah.
And a beer and watch.
Yeah, it was a good just chill out on the Sunday.
And watch Captain Marvel punch some old woman on the subway.
That was awesome.
No. Best part was Stanley's cameo when he's reading Mallrat's script on the subway. That was beautiful.
But you know what, though? It was so...
Is that the last one? There's probably one in Endgame, right?
That's the last one. Is going to be the Endgame.
I think they went a little bit too far with that one because it was a perfect thing to do with him sitting there reading the Mallrats, but she stopped and she just looked at him and smiles at him, and it's all like.
Do you think they cut that in after he died? Do you think they?
I think they must have.
They did that after that.
I think they must.
I bet you they did too. Because that is kind of a weird reaction. I remember that catching me a little off guard too.
Because everybody, when I saw it, everybody in the theater was like, "Oh," I was like,
and also at the beginning with the Marvel title.
Oh yeah,
that was really
that was
good.
Cool.
It was
I
cool.
thought that was really cool. I think the reason why they did it the way they did it was, because normally his cameos is kind of like, oh, that's kind of cool, but knowing that he's passed on, and you just take a brief moment, being like, oh, because a lot of people don't know if this was his last one, and stuff like that. So. Yeah, I get that, but I'm not mad at it either. Oh, are we doing
how much money has Disney made because of him?
Let's do a drink for Stanley.
So much.
Yeah, like
Paul's pouring one out for
pouring one on the curb.
Yeah, pour a little out on the ground.
For a moment, it actually sounds like you're peeing.
Yeah.
I know it does.
Wait a minute, where do you pour it out on the
curb? This is
theater
of the mind.
Yeah, this one goes out to my dead homies.
Now that he's passed, does he have to pay like his estate or anything?
You know what? I think that's one thing that's been overlooked through this whole Marvel thing is how ripped off Stan Lee has been.
Exactly.
He should have died a billionaire because that all of that is his shit.
It is.
But the way, nobody really knew about the rights to this and that, and Disney really is the evil empire. So
well, they just bought Fox, so then we're going to have maybe a new X-Men under Disney's umbrella instead of like Fox, just Fox.
Great.
That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, more X-Men.
Okay, so here's my thing. So the new one, Dark Phoenix, I'm gonna end up watching it, but I'm not. Can
we all take a stand now?
No. I'm suggesting we don't review it because I know I'm gonna not like it. But
that girl,
Sansa
Sophie
Stark
Turner,
sucks.
she's terrible.
She's terrible at Jean Grey.
Yeah, she's absolutely terrible.
She's bad at
She's terrible
acting.
in Game of Thrones. She's a bad actress.
She's not that terrible. I've seen way worse.
But I mean,
in Game of Thrones,
she's like the epitome of. She's an actress because she's pretty.
And she was in Game of
cute,
Thrones.
Yeah, she can't.
In the internet, people are like, oh, she's hot.
I think she's just trying to expand outside of it. I don't think this was a role. I think for her, obviously, but I already know
it's like all those new X-Men movies are all miscast horribly.
Completely,
Well, that's what I'm saying. Now that Disney has bought Fox, I'm kind of curious.
Jennifer Lawrence also.
I think she's actually out. I don't think
she's been wanting to be out since the beginning.
Yeah, that's the same with Hugh Jackman, though. He's just like, I've had enough. I've done this for so many years.
She was just like, I had 32 beers on a Sunday, and next thing you know,
next thing I know, I'm
signed some bullshit contract
for like 3 movies.
I mean, I love X-Men. I just am curious how Disney.
Logan sure was a good movie.
Well,
remember that movie?
Let's
talk about Logan.
All right, so I need to actually rewatch that movie. It's been a while, but
am I wrong?
I'm going to go through like our archive of shows. I'm going to do a compilation of Eric saying that every episode.
Actually, I need to listen to y'all's review for it.
Let's watch something better than Logan. Oh wait, we're probably not going to do that.
Am I wrong in thinking that Jennifer Lawrence is also a terrible actress?
She's not bad.
She's a good actress in good movies.
I think
she just caught on. Yeah,
Winter's Bone.
Winter's Bone.
Really good.
Yeah.
I never saw that.
That's what launched her.
Yeah.
Winter's Bone.
Yeah, watch that. You see her and you're like, wow, she's amazing. And then you get really sad when you look at her.
Sounds like a porno movie.
It does, actually.
Yeah.
People having sex in wintertime?
Well, no, like the guy's name Winter. Hi, I'm Winter. This is my bone.
Winter's coming.
And by the way, Winter.
Right in your ass.
Winter is spelled Winter.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it needs to be Cool Kids Crew right there.
By the way, this is completely off topic.
Captain America, Winter's Bone.
Show
what? We're going off topic?
Yeah. Imagine that. The hell you say. There's a show on Hulu called What the Fuck, Baron Davis?
I never heard of it.
Oh, you're going to talk about Pin 15.
It's the funniest show on television.
Was that the little thing that you posted?
Yeah.
Okay, I did.
It's the funniest show on television.
I'll have to watch that.
Yeah.
What's it called?
It's called WTF Baron Davis. Baron Davis was a basketball player.
Oh, that was so ASMR.
That
was
was
the
a good
speakers
one.
out of here.
No, I figured, for this episode, catch up. Like, even movies like, I was telling some of the guys, I watched Us. I really enjoyed it. Watched it twice. And I watched Shazam. So, have you guys watched any other movies, like, since last absence?
Sorry to bother you.
Sorry to bother you.
It's great.
That's the one we talked about. So you did watch it.
It's awesome.
It's a really good movie.
It's fucking weird, but
it is really weird.
Ending,
it looked weird.
The ending was like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah, but it's
worth. It's totally worth your time.
For sure. What about you, Paul? Have you seen anything?
No, I think I only go to the movies like for this show.
Yeah.
So Captain Marvel was the last thing I've seen in the movies. I almost went to see.
That's definitely the last thing I saw in theater.
Yeah.
That's so many movies are so bad now. And
I wanted to see Hellboy, but
I'm gonna go watch.
I heard it just bombed terribly. So.
Really?
I don't think it's going to be as good as the original.
I like the original one.
Yeah, the original.
It's out already?
Yeah, it came out Friday.
And I like the guy that plays Hellboy, even though he's no Ron Perlman.
Yeah, he's from
the dude from Stranger Things.
Stranger Things, yeah.
Yeah, he's the cop from Stranger Things. You guys still want to watch John Wick 3 when it comes out?
Yeah.
May 17th.
I'll watch John Wick 3.
Oh, you guys want to watch Aladdin when it comes out?
No.
I don't need to see a blue Will
Jesus.
Smith.
What about Rocket Man?
What the hell is that?
That's the Elton John.
Oh man,
No,
that trailer looked like they just took the Queen movie and they just spliced in
and put in Elton John.
It's just like they got like
that's
a template.
Hard pass for me.
They got a template and they just stuck in like Elton John instead. And
Who plays Elton John?
The kid from the Kingsman.
Is he from?
Oh
the Kingsman?
God, he's not good.
Oh, his name's Taron Egerton.
I feel like they're trying to make him to be a big star, and he's not.
He's like the new Matthew McConaughey. They're trying to push him they're gonna make you believe that he's a really good actor.
Or that
he's
dude
terrible.
that played John Carter. What was that guy's name?
Oh yeah,
he was like a hot. They tried to make him a hot dude for a minute.
He went away fast.
Yeah,
it's like yeah, see you, dude. You
know what was his name? Yeah, this is what this dude
his name
reminds
was
me of.
Taylor or something.
Taylor Hitch,
something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
No, the only reason why I watch these movies, again, AMC is $20 a month for 3 movies a week, every week, is the reason why I do it. Because one ticket alone is like $16.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you right now.
That's a good deal.
I would kill myself before I went and saw Aladdin. I cannot, first of all, I don't like musicals.
Yeah.
They're terrible. And I cannot sit through 2.5 hours of Will Smith. I did Will like an overhyped Will Smith. Will Smith being Robin Williams. There's no way.
I think you will be curious, and you're going to find a copy online. You'll be like, all right, let's see how far I can take this tolerance to.
It's just like just from the trailer, you can see he's being Will Smith, just like jumping around and real manic. It's like, no, I don't.
I do want to see The Lion King, though. That actually kind of looks good.
I think 32 beers you'll be able to sit through.
Yeah, let's get you drunk.
You'll wake up in the morning.
You can sit through anything in 32 beers.
64 beers.
Oh, I don't want you to die before the movie starts.
Here's the amazing thing
you
about
found out
that.
his plan.
Here's the amazing thing about that. I can drink
32 beers. I mean, come on.
Well, no,
yeah.
but like I drank 32 beers and I wasn't drunk. The reason
your body's like, this can't affect me anymore.
because it was over a long period of time, and also I didn't have any shots. Like if I had thrown shots in there, then this would be the rest in peace shark show right now. But
your liver the whole time is like,
exactly.
like waiting for the Soko.
Exactly.
It's not coming. We're okay.
Dude,
we're okay, guys.
Every time I have, like when I come back from Vegas, when I'm in my bathroom, my mirror is my liver is looking at me in the mirror, going, "Dude, fuck is wrong with you? Like why are you doing this to me?" I'm a miracle of modern science, though. I'm still here.
That's true. But no, I mean,
Shark's got an adamantium liver.
Absolutely. Vibranium.
I just have one beer and I'm gone. But I don't drink a lot anymore.
How are you going to go to Japan with me if you can only drink one
I'll
beer?
be good. No, trust me. Once you get the Habusaki in me, I'll be okay.
There you go.
So, no, I'll be all right. Japanese drinking.
Just, as long as she doesn't have to go back into work, she'll be fine.
Exactly. There's a difference. See, it's like school night. Like tonight's a school night. Oh, with Game of Thrones, of course.
Yeah.
But
we're going to party with the salary.
Oh, my God. I'm just like, last time I was in Japan, I was with my coworker, Cody, who was so plastered. And this local came up to him. He was plastered and just hanging on him, like, kind of like, I love you, man. He didn't speak English. Cody just belted him in the mouth. And I'm like,
wow,
we're going to die. Oh, my God.
Yeah, well.
And he was like, yeah. So as long as you don't do that, Shark,
I am
we're
never,
good.
I am never the ugly American.
Okay,
I'm always,
good.
yes.
Thank you very much. Because if anything, you're going to be the guy that all the women want to take pictures with because you're this tall, African American guy, which they love. And I'm just going to be like, I'm going to have to charge you money to take a picture. That will be.
That's the plan.
Yeah, that's how we're going to pay for drinks.
Yeah. Subsidize your beer.
Works for me.
And you'll have to look like a celebrity. They'll think you're a football player or some shit.
Tell them you're Shaq.
I'm also not above sexual favors.
You do that behind that. I'm not going to arrange that for you guys. But there are love hotels there, so you can rent them by the hour.
If you're listening, Japanese gentlemen, just buy Shark a Corona. He's down to party.
He loves the Corona.
It sounds like I've started a
only
new
on
business.
vacation though.
Welcome to the Shark Love Hotel.
Welcome to the Shark Tank Love Hotel. Oh my God. Anyway, so
we got to videotape our adventures in Japan.
Totally. Like we'll YouTube it and it'll be great. So.
You know that I actually have I follow this YouTube thing. It's black guys that live in Japan. But they just talk about their experiences there, and I'm like, this is very interesting.
So if there's anyone out there that would like to help Shark and I get to Tokyo, any donations would be great.
Greatly appreciated.
We will take anything you have to give us. $1 to $10,000, we'll take it.
And we will send you video of our adventures. You will love it.
Join our Patreon page of Shark and the Bandits.
Can they pay you in Coronas?
No. The airline will not accept Coronas for payment. And we would like to go first class if that is possible, because that is the best way to fly internationally.
Absolutely.
You can, they can pay you with Blu-ray copies of Aladdin when it comes out.
Shark will hate you forever.
Shark died in Japan at the theater watching.
Oh man,
Aladdin.
that's gonna be crazy. Ugh.
Or Aquaman.
You know, and you're like an anime star. You might be a celebrity over there
That's
already.
true.
You
I'm
don't
sure
know
there's a bunch of people jacking off to my voice right now, and I don't know this.
There you go. Yeah, you know that.
I don't actually.
Right now, right at this moment.
At this very moment. Ew, I don't want to know about it.
We have gone into a really dark place.
If I only got residuals.
This is what happens when we don't plan.
Yeah.
And actually, these are the best episodes when you don't plan and it's not scripted or it's like, hey, we have a plan. Let's review this movie and whatever.
Well, I would like for you, because I don't believe any of us have seen Shazam, only you, Amy. So can you tell us about Shazam?
I would be so happy to tell you all about Shazam. So let me just set the platform for a minute.
And let me set the mood.
That is Paul taking
So
a piss.
this is like a jokey superhero movie, right?
Yeah,
it's a goof.
It
right?
is a goof, but that's how the comic is. So the comic is kind of goofy. When I first saw the trailers for it, especially the costume, I'm like, what the hell is this?
Because it's the exact costume.
Yes,
yeah.
exactly. And
it looks so stupid.
It does look very stupid. But when I watched the movie, to be honest, I went in with very low expectations. I love DC. I'm just very saddened by the DC movies that have been coming out lately, with the exception of Wonder Woman
and Aquaman.
And well, we know that was a.
It made $53 million.
You know what's really upsetting about the DC movies is that the DC cartoons are awesome.
Yeah, they're really good.
They're really good.
Really good.
Yeah, but the movies are just, the live action.
Shark watches cartoons.
Yes.
52 years of age.
Yes, I do.
He's a kid at heart.
Yes, I do.
And like all of us are. But no, I went in. I honestly didn't know much about Shazam. I knew a little bit about it, so I was like, all right, let me just take what I know. Don't have high hopes. Just go in with an open mind.
Yeah.
And I went in. The humor wasn't too much. There were a lot of jokey jokes, but it wasn't like overly cheesy. And Zach, I forgot his name. Whoever.
Efron.
It's not Zac Efron.
Galifianakis.
No. Although
Morris.
I would love.
It's the guy from Chuck.
De La Rocha.
I don't know his
name.
The
guy from Chuck. I will find his name out of respect because I have a huge crush on him anyway. So whatever.
He's in the Marvelous Mrs. Maisel season 2.
Is he really?
Yep.
I've never.
Who's in that? That's a good show.
I know.
It is a good show.
I just watched that recently.
He's the doctor kind of asshole boyfriend guy. In season 2.
There's a bunch of shows on there.
Zachary Levi
that I never got to.
So Zachary Levi.
You would hate that show, but it's a good show.
It's a good show.
But okay, so anyway, so he's in this. So, and the kid actually who plays him, the kid version of him's really good. And then the other kid who ends up being his best friend, he was actually in the movie It. He was one of the kids in the movie It. So he actually was decent. So no spoilers. It really kind of gives you that heartfelt kind of family, kind of like, he's like this orphan, trying to find his mom.
Oh, God.
But
I'm so bored already.
I know. Well, DC movies, there's always an orphan. We all know this. I mean, yeah, Batman.
Is his mom's name Martha?
Are there any other superhero cameos, bullshit stuff in this?
Yes, there is. At the very end.
Is it a Wonder Woman?
No, but it's not the face. It's just the body of a superhero. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say anything.
Oh, come on, tell it.
You guys just need to go watch it.
Green Lantern.
No one here is gonna watch it.
Just you'll stream it.
You know what? I bet that it's Superman, because Shazam and there was always a Shazam versus Superman sort of thing.
Yeah,
but we have no Superman now. We are Superman less right now.
We are Superman less now, and
DC
we're also Batman less too.
There's there's like an evil Superman coming out.
Is there? That'd be actually pretty dope. I don't know who's in it.
Was it Henry Cavill?
No.
Did he switch?
I'm telling you, watch the cartoon. You can see it on Netflix. It's called DC Dark or Batman Dark.
Batman Dark?
Yeah, where like it's
Shark with a lot of cartoon references.
Oh, yeah, where he's like he's a murderer. Like
Brightburn, that's the movie. That's
okay.
Superman.
Yeah. Okay, I did see that. By the way, yesterday I was feeling really nostalgic because I loved He-Man's growing up, and Netflix has this He-Man documentary about
they have
how
that She-Ra cartoon.
They used to have it. Now it's under Stars, and I can't watch it anymore because I don't have Stars. Oh, not the new cartoon. I don't count the new one they just remade. I'm talking like old 80s. But anyway,
there's a lot of backlash against that new She-Ra cartoon.
It's stupid.
Because
it's just stupid.
They're like, oh, she's not hot and I can't jerk off to her now.
Okay, no.
There's really that bullshit's going around.
Okay, well, first of all, if they did, it's creepy because the She-Ra is almost like 12 years old. So it's very, they made the...
Have you met the internet?
Yeah, unfortunately. I try to avoid them when we meet. But anyway, so no, Shazam, I think it's worth going to see. I was actually shockingly impressed. In fact, I emailed the guys. I'm like, this is a really fucking good movie. And maybe that was the high of me getting out of the theater, but I really liked it. And if someone's like, hey, you want to go watch it? I would totally watch it again. So
I'll happily Redbox it when it comes out.
Yeah, for sure. Just let me know what you think.
I will stream it tonight.
And you let me, and then Shark's going to text me, Amy, you're such a liar. How dare you?
Tonight
got good Rotten Tomatoes reviews.
Yeah, tonight's going to be a night of
it's
relaxing
made good
and watching
movies,
TV.
So I imagine they'll do a sequel to it.
Are you going to watch Game of Thrones though? Before
I'm gonna try to watch Game of Thrones. Veep is back on, which is one of my favorite shows. So
without Kevin Spacey, or was he not?
No,
I'm thinking House of Cards.
No, that's House of Cards.
Okay.
Veep, very different.
Yeah, very different.
My bad. Sorry.
Veep's awesome. No, it's a great show.
The first 4 seasons are
amazing.
Pitch perfect.
What if
Yeah.
it
House of
happened-
Cards
Did you
without
see
Kevin Spacey
Death
was
of
pretty
Stalin?
weak.
Oh,
No, I haven't seen it.
I have.
Okay, the guy that created Veep did Death of Stalin. You should totally watch that movie.
Now I have to watch it.
It's great.
So my question is, whatever happened to Kevin Spacey? Is
So-
he in another country right
He did
now?
He did a weird
video of him doing
the character,
Francis
Underwood.
Really?
When was
Yeah.
Just
that?
like on his own, like in his house?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because
Wow.
basically, what he was saying,
is that you still love me, right?
You still love
He's
me.
like doing the asides to the camera.
Well,
Yeah.
It's like he was like you're just believing what you hear, and none of this stuff is really true. But he was doing it as Francis Underwood.
Wow, I gotta find that.
It was very strange. But I haven't seen anything of him since, because I think people were like, "Yeah, dude, you're
He's
crazy.
lost it.
Yeah, you're nuts." So go away.
By the way, Paul, do you want my ice now? I'm all
That's
done.
okay. I'm on a roll now.
You have almost finished that entire bottle of
did.
wine.
This is like the Bud Light of wine.
Can I try
Of
a little
course,
bit?
go for it.
All right, hold on. Let me see if I can do a little ASMR.
I just looked up the Shazam cameo spoiler.
Lower. You want the pour to be like right by the mic. No, lower.
Well, I don't want a whole lot, so I'm sorry. I'm really bad at this, but
I want some wine.
stop! Don't say that before I drink it. Oh my god! All right,
Bad?
actually, yeah, no, it's good.
It's pretty good.
It's actually not like usually with this will give me like a kind of like an aftertaste. It's like, you know, you have to take like a neck back. You're like, okay,
It's
It's-
pink.
it's pretty-
It's pink wine. What are you
Yeah.
gonna
It's
do?
actually like
Yeah.
mellow and fruity and kind
it
of
is.
nice.
And you know what? It's very mellow.
I might be a convert.
Never
might
let it be
have
said
to
that I've
buy
ever
an-
had anything mellow or fruity.
Charles Shaw, 2016 California White Zinfandel. What's the alcohol content on this?
Probably in about.
3%. Is
So
there
do you guys have any
alcohol in this?
thoughts on Endgame?
Yes.
Let's go ahead and
3 hours and 2 minutes. I have to make sure I use
Thank
the
God
bathroom.
it's
plus
gonna be
30
over.
minutes of trailers.
Yeah. I
I'm okay with that.
Like, bring a sandwich with you.
you guys got
Does this happen to you when you're watching the trailers that you forget what you're there for?
Yes.
Like 20
Yeah.
minutes into, you're like,
That's
what?
what
Where
happened.
I don't
am
watch
I?
the trailers. I get there late purposely.
You get there late. I've been doing that. But if I
like
I got to Captain
still-
Marvel 25 minutes late. Like, I was actually kind of worried that we didn't miss anything.
dude, I've been doing that too. I've been coming in like 20 minutes late, and I
Yeah.
still end up sitting through 3 trailers. Where
Yeah.
I'm like,
It's
where
stupid
am
now.
I? What am I here
Yeah.
for?
and the trailers nowadays, it's either a DC movie, a Marvel movie,
a really
or
super
a-
Some
religious.
dog that talks.
yeah, a dog that talks, or a Lucasfilm. It's always the exact same stuff. There's
I think-
nothing new coming out.
I think the worst trailers we saw when we went to go see Spider-Man, those were the worst trailers that I have ever seen in a row. I was not interested in any of them. We had a really religious movie that
The
was
dog.
coming out.
Oh,
the
yeah,
dog
the
movie.
Yep.
Some weird
That
animation
dog movie's already out on
movie.
DVD, by the
It
way.
is,
That
yeah.
one religious movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the swimming one?
Yeah.
Something else, people
yeah,
swimming?
something like
It's really strange. Just like,
or like
what's
a coach.
going on here?
There's like a coach that's training this girl who's running, and then there's that one drowning one
Yeah, the drowning. Yeah, I
with
explained.
Luke Cage. He's
Wait,
in
is these
that.
two
Yeah.
separate movies?
Yeah.
Swimming and drowning?
They're
It's two different.
They're two different movies.
They're
yeah.
two different spiritual movies, which I'm not against. It's just I'm just like for we're about to watch.
God likes
Spider-Man.
water.
I mean, he walks on it, so I
True.
was.
he
you
killed
know.
everyone in a giant flood at one point.
Listen,
Yeah.
the way in that
Water's a go-to for God.
Yeah.
There's a scene in
Yeah.
that trailer where, like, the lady literally, she's sitting by the bedside of her son or daughter or whatever, just like, please, Lord, heal him. And I'm like, what's going on? What,
How dare you push your religion on
yeah,
me
what-
in the theaters?
What am I doing here right now?
If I can quote Homer Simpson, I'm not normally a praying man, but if you're up there, please, please save me, Superman.
Homer.
No, I like he goes. I don't even believe in Jeebus.
Save me, Jeebus.
Oh my god! But no, those are the worst ones. I still like movie trailers because I mean now, yeah, you can watch them on YouTube and stuff. But for me, I still like them. But now
My
there's
wife
a lot
likes
of
them.
them now.
Yeah.
I don't like it because I don't like movie trailers.
Well, there's more now, though. That's the thing. It's like now there's like 8 of them, whereas back in the day it used to be maybe 2 or 3.
I'll watch them if I don't give a shit about the movie. I don't like to watch trailers for movies I know I'm going to wind up going
Well,
to
you
see.
know what's annoying is the fanboys where they take the trailers and then they critique the trailer.
Dissect it.
Oh,
With
and the thing that drives me crazy is like the fan-made trailers where I'm trying to find I was trying to find a trailer for Top Gun 2. I'm like, is that not coming out in like 2-3 months? Like, why is there no trailer for it?
Wait a minute. I think they pushed it back.
They pushed it back?
A long time ago, for
okay.
at least 6 months, I thought there was an actual film coming out that was Deadpool against Batman.
Really?
Yeah.
And it's just like fanboy?
Because it was a fanboy trailer, but it looked so real. I was like, this is going to be fucking good.
There's a sure way to spot those is like when the first scene you see in it is like a scene from a movie that
you've already
seen like 3 years ago. You know it's bullshit. I've fallen for him a couple of times. Like, God damn it, I'm so stupid.
But again, we've gotten off track. We were starting to talk about Endgame.
Let's talk about Endgame, yeah.
Oh yeah,
I'm actually more excited for Endgame now, coming off of Captain Marvel.
Yeah, you know what? So Captain Marvel's the appetizer, and then now we're getting to the main course.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be a long ass main course.
It's gonna be a long ass movie, and I think this
we should all do mushrooms and go together.
I will totally.
I would have to see it twice then, because I've already got.
That's fine. Well, I mean,
I don't know if I want to see a 3-hour movie twice.
I think it's going to be very.
You should watch the first half. No, you should do it in
take
reverse.
Take it fall asleep on the second half.
It's going to be a very heavy movie, I think, with a whole bunch of. I guarantee you, there is going to be a scene with Iron Man and Captain America where they're explaining how much they love each other.
Yeah.
I'm going to cry.
They're going to make up and they're both going to die.
Yeah, I'm going to cry. It's going to be a guarantee. I'm going to cry and tear up.
Who do you think is going to die? I think Captain America's a dead man.
Well, first of all, we all know Captain America's gone.
And
because
Iron Man.
Iron Man's going to be gone too.
I hope they don't kill Thor off because they finally made him good.
No, I think he'll be okay.
But his contract's up. Like, it's the people whose contracts are up.
You can look it all up online.
There's no mystery here.
I want to say Hawkeye might be gone too.
Who gives a shit?
I don't think
he gets his own TV show.
Well,
so he's not dying.
Isn't that like a prequel though? I think it might be like a during that time he wasn't.
Oh, we have to learn how he became
alternate universe.
I don't think they're going to kill him off because
because
it's a Disney movie and he has a family. So I think at the end he's
good point.
That is a good. He's the only one with I think maybe the Hulk. Maybe.
Yeah. That's the one thing I'm interested in seeing in this movie is because in the last one the Hulk was a complete like.
He would not come out.
He would not come out.
Thanos
was
kicked
afraid.
his ass.
He was afraid of Thanos. So I think in this one, the Hulk is going to go ape shit.
Okay, so Doctor Strange died, right? Or he's in an alternate universe, right? Okay.
But there's already a Doctor Strange movie in the works.
Another one?
He's gone. Black Panther's gone.
Well, we know Black Panther's going to come back.
Spider-Man's gone.
We know he's coming back this summer.
Who else?
Everybody dead is coming back.
I mean, someone just needs to get the gauntlet off of Thanos, put it on their own hand, and
even Thor's people, they're all coming back.
Well, look, we already know that Captain America's gone, and definitely I think Tony Stark is going to be gone. So there's 2 right there. I don't think they're going to kill everybody.
But they already have replacements for those characters. Doctor Strange is a replacement for Tony Stark.
Yeah,
it's the same character.
Oh, yeah. Okay, what about Captain America? So Captain Marvel?
Captain Marvel replaces Captain America. So,
I'm okay with that because I'm not a big Captain America fan. I got really tired of Chris
Brie
Evans.
Larson is way cooler than
Chris Evans.
Yeah.
Chris
Does anybody even like Captain America?
You know what? Everyone's like the Winter Soldier was
They
like
do?
everyone was saying Winter Soldier was like the best movie.
and Civil War. I hated
Civil
both
War,
movies.
and I'm just like,
well,
I didn't like him at all.
they were okay, but I wouldn't say they
But
were.
not even as the movie, like the character, like
The
who
character.
gives a shit?
yeah.
I like Bucky way better.
Boy
than
Scout
Captain America.
characters are. Well, he gets.
I mean, this
TV
was
show, so
like this
good
was
for you.
great in the 40s.
Yeah, and exactly. In the 40s, it was because.
Yeah, Boy Scout's always boring. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. He's a handsome guy. I'm just never been in Captain
Is he,
America.
though?
He's a handsome guy.
I had like 3 Coronas the other day, and I watched it, and like
You just couldn't get into it.
I couldn't get into it.
So were you get more into Bruce Banner than you were?
Oh fuck yeah!
Okay.
Bruce Banner all day.
He could cuddle all night.
Captain America
Bruce
is
Banner can.
like he's a
power bottom.
Kind of a.
Jeez.
Wow. The bottle's almost gone. Are you okay, Paul?
I'll be fine.
Wow. Well,
Wowzers.
well, Well, so there it is.
What were you saying,
No,
Shark?
Throw
Before
a little
Power
Ant-Man
Bottom?
in there to spice that up.
Yeah,
There you go.
That character. Well, what was Chris, whatever his name is.
Chris Evans.
There's a bunch of
Yeah,
them.
isn't he just like a okay, good looking guy? But isn't he just like a very regular, vanilla looking guy? Just
yeah, pretty
just
much.
like
Yeah.
Like his name.
I mean, if you put him and Chris Pine beside each other,
yeah, their name should
it's
be like
the same thing.
Steve Stunning and Bob Bitchin.
And
Just
Cavill.
those two. Yeah.
Superman, he's pretty vanilla too.
He's actually going to be what's his name? Who's the actor who plays him?
Henry Cavill.
Henry
Thank
Cavill.
you. He's doing a series based off the game The Witcher for Netflix. So
You know,
Yeah,
his
that's
thing
going to be
now.
terrible.
Okay, he is a very stupid person because Superman, his look is tailor made for that character, and he's not a good actor. He's never going to do anything else. He should have kept Superman. I
liked him in Mission Impossible.
Oh, the
hated
last
Mission
one?
Impossible.
I didn't see that one.
But I hated that movie though. It was,
I like that movie.
I think that Tom Cruise has lost it.
I'm really kind
Yeah,
of
but we get to watch it on film.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
kinda-
that's a good point.
Yeah.
I
We get
really
to watch him go crazy.
I really want to see what Top Gun 2 has in store because I think it is going to be kind of stupid.
It's going to be terrible.
It was a joke.
They're
like,
filming that right across the street
Yeah.
from here.
Yeah, they are.
We're for
I mean,
you
that
guys
movie's always
listening,
been
we're
a joke. Like, Top Gun 2. Like, yeah. I mean, that's always been.
So our studio is actually right across the street from the Miramar Air Base, where
So, Mr. Cruz, if you want to come by,
He's over there, like, doing his own stunts right now.
Yeah.
you know, if you want to come by,
probably.
we do have some wine. I don't know if that's your
Mr.
thing.
Cruz, if you're into white Zinfandel, or we could find some Coronas for you if that's the way you swing.
You know, Shark
I
will
like
be your
your movies.
bodyguard.
You know-
He will make sure you're okay.
You know what's really amazing is that this is a military base.
Yes.
Okay. And
Semper Fi.
I've
And they
worked,
let a Scientologist in there.
I've worked in this area for years, so I drive by the base all the time. It's a military base, so there is security. Never has there been more security at that base than there is now because they're making that movie.
True,
because
'cause
Tom Cruise
it's
is
Tom
running around.
Cruise.
It's like, never mind. We're not guarding the military base. We're guarding.
And he's
Tom
trying
Cruise.
to kill himself.
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
That's what he does in his movies.
I think he wants to die on
He
film.
wants to die on film.
He wants to die on
he
film.
wants his name to be out
Glorious motorcycle wreck.
Yeah, he's
It's
an
like-
idiot.
Drive
It's
into an
like-
F-16 and just go out in a giant fireball.
He's a complete idiot.
It's like you try to go on base. Do you have a pass? No. Do you have a sponsor? No. You're gonna get on base.
yeah.
So it's like, sorry, Mr. Tom Cruise will not allow it. Oh, okay.
You know what? I'm actually more interested in seeing the movie Birds of Prey, which
Birds of Prey.
the DC. It's the women.
Oh, yeah. It
with,
has like Black Canary and,
yeah.
and more of like the undertone of DC.
Exactly.
I don't know what they're talking
You
about.
lost
do
me at DC.
Yeah.
As soon as you said, I want to see DC, I'm like,
There's
Well,
a
it's Black
teaser
Canary
trailer.
and Harley Quinn.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it's on-
okay. So we still have
Harley Quinn
Margot
has
Robbie.
a talking bird.
No, it's after Black Canary. Black Canary is another character.
Another character.
Of course she is. He,
So
she, whatever.
you guys need to look it up. It's almost like
No.
a,
Poison Ivy. Yeah.
oh man, when can we get a camera to have Eric's face? Like, you hear the no and you see the expression in your head.
Yeah,
but
Eric's face should be the logo for the Rekt review.
no, we should cut out, like, we should make prints of his face. Is it Eric approved? You like flip it like a smile or
Yeah,
sarcastic?
there you go.
Is it Eric?
I think I approve more movies than Shark does.
That's true. And
Whoa.
so we need a shark one.
I think Shark's the Debbie Downer.
Well, I mean, listen.
You were supposed to be the negative ninny for this show
I
originally.
know.
And then we got
That was
Shark.
that's why you cast me. Now
I
you,
that's
I
why we
practically
cast
hate everything, but with good reason.
But you liked, which I was shocked. You're like, it was okay for Captain Marvel. I'm like, really?
Well, because
Spill it.
Because I had 32 beers.
Yeah.
And I was feeling pretty good about myself.
I drank 32 beers before
The reason this
watching.
movie is okay is
I
because
saw
it
the light
really-
of God and went to Captain Marvel.
Listen, if you get up 10 times and go take a piss, then the movie's great because you're just like,
You miss
what did
all
I
the stupid parts.
Yeah, exactly. And this movie, the great thing about this movie is that it just didn't take itself seriously.
Yeah.
It's just like
It's like that should be Marvel's angle. Or
it
any
should-
superhero
it should be,
movie's angle.
But that's the reason I think Endgame is going to be terrible because I think it's going to
Oh
take
my
itself
God.
real seriously.
And then I point to
Well,
you every
yes.
DC movie ever made.
Of course it is,
Speaking
because
of-
this is the last movie, so it needs to be serious and dark and
Speaking of serious dark DC movies, you guys saw the Joker trailer?
yes.
It looks creepy as hell.
It looks creepy.
It looks
It
bad.
looks very creepy.
I'm intrigued.
Why do you give a shit like how the Joker became the Joker? Why is that even
Origins.
who's even interested in that story?
Because
Everyone is.
Yeah,
I'm not.
the fanboys.
Comic
Also, like
girls.
I said, that is written and directed by the guy who brought you Hangover Part 2 and Part
That's
3.
true.
So
Yeah, that's true.
good luck with that movie. I'm out.
And
All of a sudden, Zach Galifianakis.
I think that Joaquin Phoenix is a little bit too on the nose for this because he's a nutball. So
I did not appreciate the scenes.
I can
with him
guarantee you
in his
that movie's going to be
whitey
bad.
tighties.
yeah, that was disturbing. Like,
That was a little weird.
yeah, Joaquin Phoenix in his
But
underwear.
he's going to play that skinny, crazy Joker that he has formed, that twisted. I would say even more crazier probably than Heath Ledger.
I don't know.
to be honest.
I was kind of into it. I don't know how the movie is going to turn out, but I kind of like the idea of taking these like goofy comic book cartoony things and trying to make them like what would this be
Warped.
like if this was like the real world?
Yeah.
Make him warp
And,
Well,
that's what was good about the Nolan Batman.
Dark Knight
series.
was great. I mean, that's one of the best. One of the
Exactly.
best superhero movies.
Exactly. So this seems like it's trying to go for his
I'm hoping-
same tone.
But
If they're going to
DC's
pull
like
it off,
just they've stumbled, and that trailer gave me zero hope for that movie.
Well, I'm hoping that because one of the things they never
It's a bad
discuss
idea to
in
start
these
with.
superhero movies is like so you have the super villain, like take the Joker. In every Batman movie where there's the Joker has guys that follow him. Like he has henchmen. So I'm wondering. I want them to tell the story of why are there a bunch of guys following around this crazy guy that just wants to blow shit up?
he just pays them.
I think what's
just
going to
hired
happen,
goons.
we're going to get answers to this movie that
That's
we thought before. It's not going to be all the answers we want, but it is going to give some light.
It's going to be boring.
But everyone, what the
You're
problem
going to get
is,
boring answers
might be.
to
true
questions you
to
never
these
asked.
questions that
Right, and
you're
then-
like, oh, maybe I didn't need to know any of this shit.
and that's okay. You know?
I think it's going to be good because I like a dark.
It seems like that they're going for like a remake of Taxi Driver or something like that.
Oh,
that's what somebody else was saying.
Yeah, that makes sense. But what's
So the guy that made Hangover Part 2 is going to give you Taxi Driver. Yeah.
What's going to happen
All right.
is people are going to compare Joaquin Phoenix to Heath Ledger, and the thing of it is, I don't think it's going to be a really fair comparison because it is kind of two different Jokers. But you know, that Joker's no longer with us, so
I'm going to compare him to Mark Hamill's
Who's that on
Joker.
your phone?
Oh,
That's
that's
like a sexy Catwoman or something.
Art. Oh, they're looking at my phone. So Art Germ does really cool covers, and that's his Catwoman, like old school Catwoman
That's
cover.
pretty rad.
Yeah. So.
You know, every Joaquin Phoenix is starting from a bad area because he is going to be compared to Heath Ledger.
And that's going to be
yeah.
automatic.
You know what though? I rewatched one of those.
He's hoping you compare him to the last Joker. That's what he's hoping for.
I watched that, I don't know, a few months ago, and like at the time, everyone's like, "Oh, Heath Ledger is great," but like this time around, it seemed like it was a little bit over the top. Like it wasn't holding up for me as well.
I thought he was the best
Dark Knight?
one. Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought he was the best
Really?
one.
I thought Dark Knight's. Well, I mean,
the movie's still great,
it's
but
still
the
like
the
it's
whole
been like
Heath,
4 years since I've seen.
yeah,
it,
the
but-
whole like Heath Ledger Joker thing like now seems a little bit over the top to me.
Jared
Last time I
Leto
saw it.
was terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, he even said he hated it. So.
He was doing like a he was
Is he out?
Heath Ledger and
Is
Jack
Joaquin
Nicholson.
Phoenix the replacement for him?
I don't
Are they
know.
just,
I
are
don't
they
think so,
are
no.
they
No,
rebooting
they're releasing both of these movies like within months of each other.
Did you see? It's funny that
Wait,
you said
is he
Zac
doing another
Efron.
movie?
So what's his face? Nice.
It's funny that you said Zac Efron because there was a thing where they were considering him for Batman, and
Nope.
which means
Nope.
I will never watch a
Nope.
Batman movie again.
Nope.
Like he should not be in anything.
Hell no.
Like
Who do you cast for Batman now?
I don't know, but I know
Ben Affleck.
Zac Efron's next movie should be The Death of Zac Efron.
A documentary?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's think. Who would make a really good Batman?
Tom Cruise.
No, I think actually no.
I do all my bat stunts.
Remember when Nicolas Cage wanted to be Superman when
Yeah.
Tim Burton was going to do that? I was like,
And just
no.
bring back Michael Keaton.
You know
Why
what you
not
should
at this
do?
point?
You know what's a
No,
tip?
I like him as a villain better.
Go online and because when Nicolas Cage was gonna be Superman,
They did the screen testing of the costume.
Yeah,
I've seen that.
And
It's-
Kevin Smith was writing the script, so they have a piece of the script, and and the story. It's like the most ridiculous thing you've ever.
Oh my!
I've seen him in the costume. It is.
It's
Granted, that's not his
scary.
fault. That's Tim Burton's fault.
Yeah.
But man,
I'm trying to think who
Well,
would make
Tom,
a good
Tom
Batman.
Cruise was gonna be Iron Man at first.
Ew.
Really?
Which it would have been bad.
he's a little short.
Yeah. Well, so is
So is
Robert Downey.
he's a
Yeah,
short
that's
guy.
true.
He's,
But
I
now,
think he's
but
like
now
5'6",
they have to.
5'7".
They can't. they can't do Iron Man anymore because nobody else can be Iron Man.
No, they're probably going to make Ironheart the female version of Iron Man. Okay. So that might be the next project.
Because Robert Downey Jr. now really is. He's Tony Stark. He's not Robert Downey Jr.
He's no longer Robert.
Well, he made Tony Stark Robert Downey Jr. is what he did.
That's true.
Yeah, because he pretty much is the same dude in every movie.
Well, yeah, because if you watch Sherlock Holmes, he's Tony Stark,
which I just did.
Yeah.
So
I'm sorry.
It was really good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Actually, I liked it.
I want to see Dwayne Johnson. I think he's going to play Black Adam. I think it's more of DC. I want to see him.
You guys are making up fucking names, man. Black Adam?
That's his name.
Yeah. He's a
Hispanic Joe coming to the theater soon.
Chinese Chelsea coming at you.
Black Adam is a villain that fights Shazam.
Russian renegade.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people were disappointed. I go, well, they're going to have a second one, so I would not be surprised.
I like Dwayne Johnson, but you can't put him in a movie where he's like supposed to be a serious actor.
Yeah, he's not a serious actor.
He's a wrestler.
He's an action person,
and
he's.
I love him.
Maui.
He makes bad movies though.
Yeah. I like that he sings. I want him to sing.
He's a great big guy. That's
I know. I just want to hug him. And Mr. Dwayne Johnson, if you're listening to this, I just want to hug you. That's it.
Do you think that Idris Elba
don't believe her, Mr. Dwayne Johnson? It'll start with a hug and it'll end.
He would make a great James Bond.
They actually it turned out to be an April Fool's thing, but it was supposed to be that it was confirmed that he's going to be James Bond.
That's
so it was him like in a tuxedo holding.
Oh wait a minute, that was an April Fool's
Idris
thing?
Elba, yeah, that was an April Fool's. Yeah.
I'm mad because I was actually really looking forward to that because he looked really good.
He's doing too much. He has a show on Netflix.
Oh, he's in Coachella, by the way.
No, well, Luther is a good show, but he has another show called Turn Up Charlie where he's a DJ.
Oh, I heard that was bad.
He's a DJ though, right?
I heard that was really
he's
bad.
He's playing at Coachella today.
Yeah, but he's playing a DJ in this show.
I like him a whole lot though. Man.
Yeah, but the show's terrible. He's a really good actor, but that show is terrible because he's trying to do comedy and it's not working.
I tried watching Doom Patrol.
Yeah, DC.
Oh, so bad.
I watched like 5 minutes. I was like, nope.
Because I watched Umbrella Academy and I really liked it.
Yeah.
I did watch all of that.
And then I came across the shows like, if you like Umbrella Academy, you like Doom Patrol. And I started watching it. It was fucking garbage.
I watched like 5 minutes. I was like,
so bad.
What is
Umbrella Academy, they took it off the air already.
No, it's still on. Season 1's on. They signed for season 2.
Oh, I thought they said they canceled it.
Oh, no,
okay.
they canceled pretty much everything else. You know what? I'll tell you. I know exactly why they canceled all the Marvel shows. Because no,
they don't own them.
Disney launches their own service in November, so they can't recontinue that.
Who does?
Disney's going to have its own. Yeah, so they have Fox. They have ESPN. They have National Geographic.
It's going to have all
Disney.
episodes of The Simpsons on there.
Yeah,
So are they going to like create their own shows, or are they going to buy?
Oh yeah,
there's
their new Netflix. That's
Do you like Hawkeye? He gets his own show.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do you like
Scarlet Witch?
The Falcon?
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Hawkeye.
All these other superheroes you never gave a shit about.
Original Star Wars episodes.
It's going to be great when they just fall on their ass.
Movies.
Isn't HBO getting a Star Wars show?
No, that's going on Disney. And let's say a new Disney film
The
came
Bounty
out.
Hunter show?
No, that's going to be on Disney.
So is Netflix losing the rights to all the Marvel characters?
Yes. Anything Marvel, Star Wars.
Like Daredevil, all that stuff's
it's going to be done. And the thing of it is now, so let's say a new Disney movie or Star Wars movie comes out. So when it hits digital download, it will hit the Disney streaming service that very day.
Yeah, if you want another streaming service.
It's like $5 a month, I think. $5 or $6 a month starting
The evil
November.
empire has struck
again. Fuck them. So if
the good thing
Netflix can make good stuff out of something else, then
no, they will because they have good. Like I started watching Black Mirror stuff again yesterday. I love that series. Umbrella Academy was like super good. Also, the OA. If you guys, that's actually really good. So
second season I didn't like as much.
You know what they should do?
I hate watch the Ozarks.
I heard that was good.
You hate watched it?
Hate watched it.
The first season was good.
First season was good.
I couldn't get through the second season.
I got through it, but it was a little shakier.
Yeah, I didn't. I watched like the first two. Ozark.
Oh, I didn't. It has potential, but it was more frustrating than anything to watch that thing.
You know what Netflix should do is they did all the Marvel shit. They lost that. They should start looking at the Dark Horse Comics stuff.
Agreed.
Because they have some really good stuff.
Well, that's what Umbrella Academy is.
Yeah. They did
a good job
superhero
with that.
stuff.
It's like a Dark Horse version of X-Men.
It's more, graphic novel type stuff.
The lead singer from My Chemical Romance helped write that comic. So, and it's kind of cool because it's actually a really good story.
This is where you need a camera and Eric. It's like,
this is where
that's fucking great, Amy.
It's a fun fact. I'm sorry. But no, remember the Max on MTV back in the day? If they could do a new Max series, that would be kind of cool too. That's just me though. Y'all look at me like, what the
I'm trying to
I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
The Max?
I know what Mad Max is.
No, I'll show you.
I'll take a TV show of that.
Hold on. If I bring up a picture, it might ring a bell.
I'm trying to remember. There was a video game where it was a crazy cop.
That's Beverly Hills Cop. What?
No. The video game where it was like where they did the bullet freeze stuff.
Max Payne.
Max Payne.
Does that look familiar?
I always thought that character should have a show because they did a movie.
They did a movie with Mark.
The movie
was
Mark
familiar to you?
No, that doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah, I always thought Max Payne should have his own show, and it should be like on HBO or Netflix, and make it completely dark. Make him.
It's like film noir,
like MA,
dark,
like rated MA, kind of like.
Eric, did you ever see the Hotel whatever?
Hotel Artemis?
No.
I wanted to see that, but I haven't seen it.
No. The one where they're like on the
or something motel.
Yeah, the California, Nevada
motel.
With Thor.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it either. Maybe I'll watch that tonight too.
I heard
it's a ripoff of Pulp Fiction.
I heard mixed things about it.
Yeah.
Man, there's so many.
Did you ever see Firefight, Shark?
Firefight? No, I've never even heard of it.
It's a wannabe Quentin Tarantino movie, I would say, with Brie Larson's in it. It's really good. I liked it. I'd be curious if you would dig it.
I think you would. You know what? So after Pulp Fiction, really after Reservoir Dogs, they started making a lot of wannabe Quentin Tarantino movies, and they were terrible.
I mean, Quentin was making wannabe Quentin movies that are all terrible.
Yeah, well, because
especially his later movies,
they're just getting worse and worse and worse.
Django Unchained was the biggest piece of shit.
I kind of liked
that movie's terrible.
Django was terrible.
What about the Hateful Eight?
The Hateful Eight was terrible.
The Hateful Eight.
They just keep getting worse and worse and worse.
The Hateful Eight is terrible, but as a film school graduate,
Inglourious Basterds was good.
I appreciated that movie.
All right, did you guys see the
the beginning of Inglourious Basterds is really good.
Kill Bill 1 was good.
I like Kill Bill.
Oh, I don't like Kill Bill. Yeah. I can pass on.
Did you guys see the new trailer for his new film though? Like it's take place Hollywood. It has Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
I don't give a shit about that movie.
No,
I think it's going to be good because he's getting away. He's not trying to do a Western anymore.
He needs an editor badly. Yeah. Someone needs to edit his.
Well, he edits his own shit. Like,
well, he used to have an editor, but I think they passed away.
What he needs is to not be in his movies because he's a terrible actor. Like he's a terrible actor.
But
I don't need you to tell me how terrible of an actor
I think it's on.
Oh my god!
I act like shit in my own movies. I know how bad of an actor
wow.
I am.
Okay.
I think you would really like Firefight, Shark. I think you should give it a shot.
Is it on like Netflix or something?
I think it's on Amazon.
I can find it.
I watched the Fire Festival. Does that count? That was on Netflix.
I love that documentary because
does it just make like Instagrammer people look bad?
Yes.
Yeah, very much.
Right. That sounds like a movie I would watch.
It is the documentary that I would make to show like the influencers or whatever it calls. Like you guys are all idiots, every one of you.
No, you know who are the idiots? Paying $10,000 to go party on an island and then you're stuck eating a cheese sandwich.
Okay, but
because an influencer told you to.
No, because they have so much money. It's like, dude, seriously.
Yeah, not only that. $10,000 to go party with Ja Rule.
Oh, and Kendall Jenner.
Like what the? Who? Why?
Isn't he in jail?
No,
he's not
good.
in jail. But he's about to go to jail because he got busted doing another scam.
Wait a minute, was that another scam? I thought it was legit this time.
Well,
I thought it was in jail for taxes or something.
No,
he didn't go.
That's why he couldn't make it.
If you have not seen that documentary, you got to see. It's hilarious.
You need to watch.
There's two. There's one on Hulu.
You need to watch both because they're two different perspectives.
Yeah.
The Fire Festival, but it's FYRE. So.
It's hilarious because you're laughing at these people because they're so stupid.
It's like you have so much money. You're using your mom and dad's money to do this vacation, and I'm just shaking my head at these people.
I can tell you that I just sitting in my room watching it, I laughed out loud because you see these kids that have too much money and they're like, oh yeah, we're getting ready to go to the Fire Festival. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be hot. And you're just laughing at them like you guys.
It's gonna be lit with a Y, L-Y-T.
If you like that, there's a documentary on Netflix about flat earthers.
I've got to see that.
Shark
I would recommend.
you're going to kill him because he's going to be laughing so hard.
Oh, I've got to see
he's
that.
going to roll over dead.
That's like
after 32 beers.
Shaquille O'Neal is a flat earther.
Is he really?
Yeah. And if Shaquille O'Neal...
No, he's not.
Yes,
He's just doing it for...
He's
probably
idiot.
just trolling.
He's probably doing that.
And if he wasn't as big as he is, I'd slap the shit out.
I want to hug. I want to hug Shaq.
This needs to be part of your persona when you're in Japan, pretending to be Shaq. You got to be just like flat Earth all day.
You know what? That's another thing. So
his soul would die.
I've had at least 3 people think that I was Shaq. I'm like, have you ever seen Shaquille O'Neal?
It doesn't matter. They haven't. Obviously, they haven't. In Japan, they've never seen him.
No, you're a tall black man. It doesn't matter. You guys look alike anyway.
Okay,
when you're looking up at that angle,
dude, you'll get free beer, free beer and pussy all day in Japan.
That James Brown statue over there. If I stood next to that, that's what it looks like. Me standing next to Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh, those batteries.
Oh yeah, James is dying.
He's dead.
I hate that thing.
Yeah, he does not feel.
I lived with Tino for a couple of years, and he had that thing.
That's right.
I don't feel good.
It looks like one of the characters in the Tales from the Dark Side, dude.
Yeah.
Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good.
So, yeah, we totally got, you know what? I like these conversations. We start with a movie, then we talk about other shit.
We did it.
So.
Captain Marvel, you should go see it.
Yeah,
if you haven't yet.
You should go see Captain Marvel.
Before you watch Infinity War.
There's no need in us telling you to not go watch.
If you don't see Captain Marvel before
it.
Infinity War, just know that she's Superman. That's
much.
basically all you need to know.
She's Superman, except with a bad attitude. The thing that pissed me off about her, so she goes back to that whatever that tavern her thing, and like she just like trashes the place. Like this is like the one place that she remembers that she has fond memories of, and like the first thing she does is she like blows up the jukebox just to like prove that she's got powers.
I do like her attitude though, because she's just like, I can blow shit up, so I'm gonna blow shit up.
Yeah, but this is like somebody's business. This is somebody's private property.
Care. You're welcome. I'm now, giving you something like this girl blew up my jukebox.
It's 90s attitude, Paul.
It's Captain Marvel.
It's
my jukebox.
So you know what that's
like?
The
spirit of whole.
You know what that's like? So in the Superman movie, in what the hell was that called?
I didn't watch any of them.
The first one with Henry, what's his name?
Seville.
Man of Steel.
I did kind of.
So there's a scene in that where he's like he is a cook in a diner.
Ooh, he can make my sandwich.
And then there's like the bully guy who's picking on him and like he pushes him. But
how do you remember this?
Yeah,
because I only remember it for this reason. So obviously the dude is Superman, so he could have just thumped the guy and killed him, right? But he didn't do anything to him. But when that guy goes outside the diner, Superman had taken his truck and like turned it upside down and smashed it into all these pieces. So the guy's just standing there looking at his truck. Do you know what people were online saying? Well, that Superman's a bully. He shouldn't have done that.
Superman would never do that.
I was like, what? That's
Superman
so
would do
dumb.
that.
Shark would do that.
Yeah. I would totally do that. Wait a minute, isn't Batman supposed to be? He's not supposed to kill people, but some movies implemented that he did kill people.
Yeah. Well, in the original,
the director,
Batman,
what's his name, said, "Yeah, Batman kills people. Get the fuck over it."
Yeah.
Does he? I thought he wasn't. I don't care either way.
In the new,
that was
whatever.
big.
What's his face? That's creative control over all the DC stuff right now.
No, not Nolan, but Zack. What's his name?
Snyder, right?
Zack Snyder.
Yeah,
oh,
he's like,
is he still doing shit? Because I know that he pulled out from that one movie because his, I think, daughter committed suicide.
Yeah, but
he's
still got
he's like the overhead of everything.
Oh, got it. Okay.
But a Batman movie where like the comics, like Batman Dark.
Yeah.
If they did the movies like that, they would be so much better. Because
I agree.
If you think about it, you got a billionaire who runs around the city at night in a bat costume. Well, he's fucking crazy. So let him be crazy.
So,
like the Crow. That's a great movie.
Well, okay, so here's that point. So what it is, and I think people just need to get over it, is these comic books, whether it's DC or Marvel, some of them are meant to be dark.
Yeah.
And the whole thing is, well, we need to make money. We want families to bring their kids. But they should also understand that a great example who surpassed this was Deadpool. Deadpool was a rated R Marvel movie, and it still made a lot of money. So I think people are scared that if they do a dark where they can't bring their kids or they don't want to do this, it's like, dude, get over it, because these are what the comics are made of. It's like you can't sugarcoat shit.
Besides, so you can take your kids to see Shazam, and then the adults can go see Batman kill people.
Right. So, but and here's the thing. You know what? You're
So
going to view
if Shark
more.
had little kids, he would throw
They
them
wanna
in a
make
movie theater by
money,
themselves.
They do,
while he
but-
goes watch
If,
an R-rated
if
movie.
Shark had little kids, they would be at the Batman
But-
movie because they need
They're
to know
not.
what
They're not
life is
making
all
these for
about.
creative expressions. They're like,
Right,
Yeah,
they
really,
want to make
seriously.
money.
they're
but
like, we want to make as much money as possible.
they
so
can still make a lot
it's
of
gonna
money.
be PG.
though.
Yeah, but
They-
you can make 30 million or you can make 130 million.
Yeah.
True, but here's the thing. Your parents, like, they're going to say, okay, I want to bring my kid to see this because there's actually more violence on TV, more violence on YouTube. There's more violence everywhere else. But people are like, oh, I don't want my kid to watch it because of the violence. It's like, dude, we're surrounded by it all
Yeah.
day. You know, this is an adult movie. It's up to you if you want to bring
By
your
the
kid
way,
or
what's
not.
his name? They're
What?
talking about him being Batman, the guy who was in Jarhead and
Oh, no. He's the Jake Gyllenhaal. Is that who
Jake
you're talking
Gyllenhaal,
about?
yes.
No, he's in Spider-Man. He's that other
Oh,
character.
yeah, he's Mysterio.
Mysterio.
Ray Mysterio.
but he
actually-
can be in the DC universe. though.
He can, but I don't see him. Oh, I just don't see him as Batman. He's really
Ben
I don't
Affleck.
know.
Ben Affleck was a good Batman.
He
I don't-
was.
mind
Too
him.
bad he decided alcohol was way better than
Well, it
movies.
is.
Well, not if you go to rehab like 3 times a
Yeah,
year.
that's true. He's
you
got
know.
problems. Yeah.
But no. So my take is you can do a rated R Batman, even if you do a one time like a dark whatever. Just see how it goes, and if it doesn't
Never
do
gonna
well,
happen.
I know, but this is where I'm like, if I won the $1 billion like lottery, I would totally invest in, dude. Just here, I don't care. Let's just make whatever. Because for everyone who is a fan of the comics and wants to see a dark movie, you know, even if it's just one time, just
I would-
Dark
do
Knight's
it.
pretty dark.
Yeah.
Not as dark as it could be.
I would if I won that lottery.
no,
I
but
would
it's-
make the best. I would make the
works.
greatest Batman movie ever.
Would you star as Batman though? What would
Who
you
plays
be?
Batman?
Yeah, who would play Batman?
I tell Ben Affleck.
Donald
to go-
Glover.
No, I tell Ben Affleck.
Samuel Jackson.
I would tell Ben Affleck, go to fucking rehab, get yourself straight, come back and play Batman. I
All
think he
right,
did a
so
great
would you
job.
have a Catwoman in there?
No, Catwoman is.
What about Batgirl?
No.
No,
What about the
he's gonna make a
Penguin?
good
Yeah,
Batman.
yeah, no Batman.
What
no,
about Scarecrow?
No
No
Batman.
clowns.
Scarecrow.
Who would
Scarecrow,
play?
maybe?
Who would play Scarecrow?
Scarecrow.
Well,
Who
we
would
already
play
had a Scarecrow. We need something new.
We
Yeah.
did. Did
We had a
have
good Scarecrow.
Scare-
Yeah.
Scarecrow's a good. Is a
Dark
good-
Knight Begins, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't watch
Yeah.
that. That's why. I know.
Scarecrow's a
I
good
know.
character,
I
though.
know. I know. I haven't.
He's in the
watched it
third
yet.
one too. I think.
Yeah.
I haven't
He was a
watched-
really
I haven't
good
watched
one.
that one.
But
Actually, I think he's in all 3.
Let me
Come
put it
to
to
you.
you
really
this
good
way.
Scarecrow.
Here would be my Batman. Batman would be Batman and completely dark and a killer. And then
Zac
we'd have-
Efron.
Yeah, then we'd have. No, but somewhere in the movie, Zac Efron would show up and just get killed. Just he would just be in a scene where he gets
That would
his
actually
head
be
blown off.
funny. I'm
He's
not
like
gonna-
tortured for 10
Yeah.
minutes.
But it
Oh,
would
he
be-
could be the father that gets killed in the origin story.
There you
'Cause
go.
we need to see that. I don't know how Batman got started.
Can he be an orphan and die?
But see, you'd have Batman against the Joker, and they both like the thing with the story would be is that they're both fucking crazy.
Does it end with them having sex with each other?
No,
Okay.
it would end with Batman killing the Joker, but it would be a long, hard fought battle because actually, if you think about it, they're the same character except for the fact that the Joker is not like doesn't like beat people up, but in mine he would be. They'd both be super rich. They both have the technology. Just you'd have one guy who's dead set on just making everybody miserable, and then you have another guy who's obsessed with catching that guy. That would be my Batman movie.
Okay, so here's my question. I just thought of this. I think it was the last Batman cartoon movie was The Killer Joke or the
The
end.
Killing Joke.
Okay, so how come they can have kind of sexual content in the animation? They can have violence in the animation. Animations directly towards children, but they can't have sexual content
Because
in
the
a Batman movie or
because
violence.
because those cartoons are all on like Netflix and they're all on cable.
So what if we did a Batman movie that didn't necessarily have to go in theaters, but Netflix can buy it because we can make it an MA or whatever like that? Would you be down to do it that way?
Absolutely.
Okay.
This fake thing that we're gonna do.
This fake thing.
Would you do it that way?
Hey, I'm planning to
I mean,
win
we
the
still haven't-
lottery at some point.
We still haven't decided who would be Batman.
I just
Ben, he said
googled.
Ben Affleck.
I just googled
Yeah, but
who's the best actors to play Batman.
Okay.
And-
You want to go through this list?
Yes, please.
All right.
Idris Elba.
Damn it, I'm out of wine.
Yeah.
All right. Number 16
Black
is
Batman.
Carl Urban.
Who's that?
Who's that?
He
that-
played Judge Dredd.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, and he's
I like Carl Urban.
He's Bones McCoy in the Star Trek.
Yeah, he was in one of the Bourne movies. He's been around. He was in Lord of the Rings.
He was in Thor Ragnarok.
As what?
Carl what?
He's
Carl Urban.
He's the guy.
The keeper? Was he the keeper?
No.
guy?
He's the guy. He's the guy who.
Oh yeah. He's good.
Yeah, he's the guy with the big.
He was
axe
good, McCoy.
with Kate. What's her name?
Okay.
Some guy named Matt Bomber. I don't know who the hell that is.
I don't know.
Never heard of him.
He's from White Collar, some TV show called White Collar.
Can we have a black Batman though, like the guy you were just talking about?
Idris Elba.
Yeah.
I know White Collar. I know this guy. I'm looking it up. Nah, he's too.
There's a guy called Wes Bentley. I don't know who that is.
Wes Bentley. Who are these people?
I don't know. This
too
turned out to be a bullshit list.
Yeah. What is it? Wes Bentley.
Carl Urban would be good.
Oh, I know Wes Bentley. I know
Jason
the faces.
Clark. I know who Jason Clark is.
Oh, these are terrible.
Yeah,
Wes
I've never heard
Bentley,
of
get the
these people.
fuck out of here.
Where this is just becoming angry. Okay.
Jake
How dare you?
Gyllenhaal could do
All right.
No.
This recommends Michael C. Hall, who played Dexter.
No.
it as Batman.
No.
He's got the jawline, kind of.
I guess that's all you need. Everything else can be
Yeah.
like his mask and ADR.
He'd be a better Joker.
He does that vacant stare thing,
Yeah.
which I could see. Kyle Chandler, come on.
Are they kidding?
This has got to be a joke list now, right? Kyle
Yeah,
Chandler,
yeah.
Coach is gonna be Batman. Colin Farrell.
Oh God.
This is the terrible. Where'd you find this?
It was the first.
Oh my God,
It's the first result on Google.
Someone put Michael B. Jordan. I'm like,
Eric
get out.
Bana, who
Get the
played
hell out
the
of here.
Hulk.
Bana.
No. What about
Right.
Ben Barnes? Did we talk?
Keanu Reeves.
No.
No.
Sure. Why not? At this point? Why the fuck not?
Wait a minute. What about Oscar Isaac?
I can't stand that guy.
Okay.
Michael Fassbender.
What about John Hamm?
John Hamm is
John-
number 4. You just said it, right?
John
Oh,
Hamm.
sorry.
John Hamm could pull it off.
I think.
No, John Hamm can't do it. He's too goofy.
And I actually think Eric Bana might be able to do it.
What about Manu Bennett? He was
the
in
hell is that?
Spartacus.
I don't know who that is.
Never heard of him.
He was in Spartacus.
Who did you say before John Hamm?
Before John Hamm, Michael
Eric
Fassbender.
Oh yeah, Fastbit maybe.
Josh Hartnett, Kit Carrington,
I think Michael Fassbender's got better things to do. He did Magneto. He doesn't need to do
That's
superhero
true.
shit anymore.
Jaden Smith. No.
Oh, get the hell out of here.
Do you know who Luke Evans is? I don't know who that is.
I know who Luke Evans is. He was in Beauty and the Beast as Gaston.
You know what they should do is just get an unknown.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, the
Yeah.
number one's Jake Gyllenhaal. Yeah, so that's a terrible list.
I can't see it could possibly work. I just can't see it right now. I'm not.
I think that.
What if they got a woman to do it?
I think Ben Affleck was good.
Me too,
because
Batman.
Ben Affleck.
I don't think you're gonna do better than Affleck at this point.
No.
Unless you bring in some unknown.
Matt
that
Damon.
Just,
Oh,
Matt Damon, maybe.
They should just take their time trying to find.
I think Ben Affleck played it well because he really is a Batman type. He's got problems. He's
That's
like,
true.
He's a rich guy who's just like, yeah, I'm screwed up in the head. And so
I thought he was a pretty good Batman.
I thought he was a great Batman.
I
They didn't give him
agree.
anything to do, unfortunately.
Yeah, they didn't.
The one movie
He
I
needs his
saw
own,
him in.
He needs his own movie.
Well, that's because
He got it, didn't he?
Yeah.
Did he?
Batman v
It was
Superman.
like Superman. It wasn't really.
Well,
his own
that's
movie.
because he got the Batman part when they were trying to build DC. They weren't going to like a Batman standalone movie was down the line somewhere.
He was going to direct it too.
Yeah,
like
so-
I think he had creative control, and he's like,
Yeah.
nah, I don't need to do this.
He's like, yeah, I'd rather have a drink.
I got drinking to do.
Yeah.
By the way, I just saw the name of your beer. Undercover Operative is so creative.
That's awesome.
All right.
I like
So
it.
anything else you guys want to add to?
We should wrap this up.
Yeah. It's. I like doing episodes
We're out
like
of
these.
booze.
Everybody
We're out of coffee.
everybody enjoyed Game of Thrones tonight.
Yes, enjoy it.
I think that this is going to be it's the final season, right?
It is. It's less episodes, but
to
longer.
be honest,
That's like 6 episodes.
I'm not
right?
Yeah.
I'm
too
betting-
enthralled with the.
I'm betting it's going to be shitty.
Really?
I don't
Yeah.
think the last season was that great. To be honest,
I think. Well,
It
now that we
wasn't.
know
This
that
was so long ago. I don't remember it.
Daenerys
I don't remember anything either. There's a blue dragon now. There's a bad dragon.
Oh, they killed one of the dragons, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
and the White Walker brought
the
him back
White
to life.
Walkers.
Oh, that's right.
He does
killed
blue
dragons.
fire
He's
because video games.
He's a zombie dragon now.
Yeah.
because of video games. Well, remember, Kit Harington and Amelia Clark had sex, and they're
Yeah.
technically cousins, I think.
She's
Or they
his,
brothers?
she's his aunt.
They're going to
Okay,
be
yeah, there
king
you
and
go.
queen. They're going to wind up ruling. Sansa's not going to die. She's going to wind up ruling Winterfell.
Game of Thrones took a bad turn when they took all the
Yawn.
sex out of it, and when
There was sex at the end of
and
the
then
last
when
episode.
Daenerys stopped being topless. It kind of lost it.
Well, you never know. There might be more sex and toplessness this
Could
season.
be, but
no. At this point, they don't need to.
But
prove
Peter
anything.
was funny. She was topless all the time when it started, but
True.
She became a huge star. She's like, yeah, I'm not taking my top off anymore.
Yeah, exactly. She doesn't.
She's
do
like,
anymore.
I deserve the self-respect. I am, getting.
And then she made Terminator.
I am the Khaleesi. Oh my god, that was terrible.
I'm.
And then she
done with
lost all the
Terminator.
respect.
I'm totally
Terminator.
done
What?
with that.
What?
Genesis.
Yeah.
Why,
The hell is
why?
that?
She was like Sarah, I think. Was
Yeah.
She was Sarah Connor.
Is that a movie or a TV show?
That's a movie.
It didn't last very long. I think it
The
was
Terminator-
It
series.
brought back Arnold Schwarzenegger's acting career
Yeah.
and also ended
Oh,
it.
that's like a while ago, right?
Yeah.
Like 3
Maybe
years ago?
Yeah. But
Like
no,
the motorcycle Terminators. Is that the one? They're like they turn into motorcycles.
Nah, it's not.
Or did I like
that would have
miss
been
one?
too good for this movie.
I may have completely missed the Terminator.
The Terminator
movie.
series is best known now for what's his name, the Batman guy, having a fucking meltdown on set.
Oh, Christian Bale.
Christian Bale.
About a light.
Yeah.
Yep.
I totally remember that.
I think Game of Thrones, they killed off all the good actors
Everyone's
except
dead.
for Peter Dinklage.
Yeah,
Because
he's still rocking it.
because Khaleesi and Jon Snow don't.
What about was that Arya?
Arya Stark.
Yeah,
She's my
she's
favorite
good.
character.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's my favorite
With
character.
Needle.
And Peter Dinklage, because
Yes.
as everyone knows, I'm scared to death of midgets.
I did not know this.
You didn't know that? I'm scared.
When's your
to-
birthday?
Oh, have you been on the show
September.
Does
before?
it matter if it's a female or a male?
The midgets in general.
I know a
they-
couple of them.
they-
Maybe I can bring them by.
You should
for
bring him
your
to the show
birthday.
the next time we record.
He is the only midget that doesn't scare me. He's a really good actor. But
He's great, yeah.
But if he were to walk in this room, I'd jump out this window. They scare the shit out
Oh
of
my
me.
God,
so.
we don't want you to die because that's.
Oh, I wouldn't
we're
die.
on the
It's
second
not-
floor.
Yeah, it's not that high up. I'd be hurt, but I'd make it to my car. I would make it to my car.
I don't remember hearing this, so that is a really good piece of information for
You
me
should
to know.
go onto my Facebook.
You should
and
listen to
just-
the show, Amy.
Yeah.
I should. I don't know why I'm not. All right. Anyway,
Go onto my Facebook and just write on my page. What do you people know about sharks?
No,
and midgets?
I'm going to go on your Facebook and post pictures of midgets.
I will block you. They scared.
I thought we were friends.
They scared the hell out of
It's just
me.
a cute picture.
You're no longer his friend. If you post pictures of midgets.
Listen,
I'd be like, Shark, why'd you unfriend me?
at the club where I used to manage, everybody knew that I was afraid of midgets, and they tried to scare me one time. They will never do that again.
Are you afraid of girl midgets too, or
Yes.
just?
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Like, what if I got like,
It
what
was
if it was like a 10-year-old midget?
It was a girl midget that scared me. She was a midget stripper.
Okay.
And they thought it would be funny to have
They
her
need
sneak
love
up on
too.
me. So she snuck up behind me and she slapped me on the ass.
Oh,
And
I thought she was going to go between
no,
his legs.
And
Or
I
something.
I like turned around like this, and the midget was right there. And I jumped up on the table and I almost drop kicked her across the room.
Oh my God.
Do like 4-year-olds scare you?
No, because
No.
they're kids. They
That's what I'm saying. What if it's a little midget 8-year-old?
midgets are wizards. They have
They have magical powers.
They have evil powers. Yeah, man. Trust me
Okay.
on this.
All right.
There's
All
two
right.
things you can learn from me. Okay, midgets have evil powers, and don't swim in lakes because lakes have monsters.
So,
And suddenly, I'm not the most politically incorrect person on the show.
so when Shark passes away and we have his, funeral,
We can
I will
have
make sure midgets.
The midgets carry his casket.
Exactly. My point. It's going to be 10 of them.
At that point, I'll be dead. I won't care.
He'll jump out of the coffin and run away, just like his ghost, like in a cartoon.
Like,
run
oh.
away.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, and then we all feel a chill. It's like, ooh, did you feel that? It's like, I think Shark's running away from this.
So,
But anyway, yeah, so enjoy
All
Game
right.
of Thrones,
Captain
guys.
Marvel.
Captain Marvel. And I think the next one we're going to do hopefully won't be 3 months out, and it will
We'll
be.
do it in game show,
I
right?
think
We'll
should
do
do-
an Endgame.
Let's try to do Endgame like right after we see it, like the next couple of days.
When we remember.
Yeah, but when we remember it, because
Yeah,
like
it's probably a good idea.
It's like 3 hours long, isn't it?
It's 3 hours, and I think
We should
2
bring
minutes.
notepads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take notes. Record it while you're watching it.
Yeah.
Get arrested.
The death of
Just
of
have a
Tony
camera in
Stark.
there. You don't understand. This is for a podcast.
Well, I've already.
Do you know who I am?
Do you know who I am? I already reserved my ticket. So right after work on a Friday, literally a half hour after I get off, I'm going to the theater, going to watch it.
I'm
3D.
going at like
Going on
9
a Monday.
o'clock.
I'm going like a week later.
I'm going at like 9 o'clock on a Saturday morning when there's no one there.
See, I would love to do that. I
don't think there's gonna be
inventory
no
that
one there
weekend.
for like 2
No,
weeks.
no,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
for a
saying.
long time, yeah.
We should try to do it within the first week. Like whenever it opens, maybe the next weekend we can do it.
That would be great. The only
during the
reason
week.
I'm going right after is because so many people at my work are nerds and they're going to spoil it for me. So I need to go watch it before that.
You should
happens.
videotape it for us, and we can have a screener.
I don't want to go to jail.
Again, this is off topic, but every time I go to a movie, like I pick the time when I'm like, there's not going to be anybody here. It's just going to be me and maybe 5 other people.
Yeah.
Every time I go to the theater and it's like that, those 5 people choose to sit right next to me.
Really? That didn't happen to me.
I
When
don't
I saw
don't
Shazam.
understand it because I
You
don't
sit in the middle?
No, I get like at the
They
top
know it's you,
on an
Shark.
end seat, just to be away from everybody. But I'm not a cuddly looking guy.
Yeah, you are.
Like
Everyone here wants to cuddle you.
I'm not who you want to sit
Especially
next to,
Paul.
but they always sit right next to me, and I'm just like I don't understand it. I came here to be alone. I hate you people.
So that's what I did try to do. I did try to do it.
Just start
Thursday
coughing
night.
and sneezing a lot, and they'll probably move.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Or just like
So
do
you're not
like a hat.
you're not happy either way. You're not happy when people like in a liquor store assume that you're just like a gangster there to rob them. But
Can I put
you're-
a bandana
But you
on
don't
you?
want people to be nice and sit next to you either.
No,
What do you want,
Well,
Shark?
that makes sense.
He wants to be
though.
ignored.
Yeah.
It's nice if you go in a huge theater, you get a seat where you can stretch out and you're alone and you're good. I don't
that's
understand
true.
the mob mentality.
I don't like the people that sit in front of me. Like, I don't need to see your head.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the
Sit
thing.
one over.
So if you go to these, because everything now is reserved seating, which I love, and
Yes.
you can
Yep.
see what seats are empty. I agree. It's like, okay, I'm here. Why is it necessary for you to sit one seat over from me?
Why?
Even if I'm in the middle, I don't care. Just do another seat. Just make
Why?
2 because people want. I don't know. It's kind of like parking. Think about it. You go park and there's other parking spots free. Someone wants to park right next to you.
Right next to you.
It's the same concept.
Okay, now that I kind of understand only because
You're going to
people-
ding my car?
Well, no. Well, everybody dings my car always. But
Well,
like,
same with me.
But if your car is parked out somewhere by itself, it's more likely to get broken into.
If it's in the middle next
Yeah.
to a light and there's nobody around you.
I'm also the cranky guy that tells the teenagers in the theater, "Hey, shut the hell up, please."
That's why people want to sit next to you. They want to feel safe.
That's
They feel
true.
safe
You do
next to
have
you.
like this bodyguard.
It's the quiet
kind
people that
of-
want to sit around you.
So I did check my theater when I
So
did
see
my
Captain
tickets.
Marvel.
Yeah, see Captain Marvel. We're gonna do Avengers. It's probably gonna be another hour show just straight
Yeah.
because there's a lot of
There's
content.
going to be a lot to talk about.
Yeah,
And then we're done, right? We're done with superhero
Yeah, no
movies
more superheroes.
forever.
Let's make a pact right now.
I think we should make a bet on.
Then after that, we're gonna review Aladdin, and then after I'm kidding.
You
I'm
could
kidding.
do a monologue on that.
I look if the next episode after that, I might go watch it if you guys want to
Did
hear
anybody,
how bad it is.
Did
I
anybody
will.
see Dumbo?
No,
No.
I have no desire to watch that, even if it's a Tim Burton film. I heard it was good from other
Tim
people.
Burton hasn't
but-
made a good movie.
I have
in
an idea
years.
how we
Hey,
can make
there's no
burn
Johnny
$60
Depp.
million. Let's make Dumbo.
Hey, there's no Johnny Depp in it, and there's no Helen Bonham Carter in it, so I think it'll be okay.
How's
Does
that a
Johnny-
Tim Burton movie?
That's not
Johnny
what makes
Depp-
those movies bad.
Does Johnny Depp even make movies anymore? Didn't he go crazy too?
He had that whole thing with Amber Heard, so I think he's kind of keeping low for a little bit. Just because he's suing her now, by the way.
And he's in
He
a
punched her or
band called the
something, right?
Hollywood Vampires.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he looks like a vampire.
Yeah. Well, everybody in that band looks
I
like
think
a
he's
vampire.
actually. I think he actually went to rehab or something with something. I don't know though.
You had a drinking problem, right?
Yeah, I think so, or a drug problem.
Anyway, that's us.
It's really kind of crazy how being like successful and world famous like really fucks you up.
Hey,
I think you have
I
to be
get
fucked
it.
up already.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
true.
Because if I were really super rich, I'd be very happy and just.
that's because I'd be eating pot
I'd
cookies
keep to
all
myself.
day.
I don't
I
want
would
to be
keep to
famous.
myself. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be famous. I would keep to
I
myself.
want camera, paparazzi, and all that shit.
I'll tell you something. That's one thing, because when you hear celebrities like, oh, I'm famous and I can't walk around, and you look
wanted
at,
to be.
Yeah, and you look at me
Yeah.
like, what an asshole. But so there's been several times when people thought I was somebody who I'm not,
Yeah.
and they come like you're at dinner and they come up and they're all like, hey, can I get an autograph? And I'm like, I'm not who you think I am.
Who did
so
they
get away
think you
from me.
were? Who did they think you were?
Oh, when I first moved to San Diego, everybody thought I played for the Chargers.
Oh, that makes sense.
They thought I was a guy named Jackie Slater. I don't know why. I don't look anything like him.
I'm gonna look this up right
But
now.
everybody
Is he
thought
at
I
least
was him.
black?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
good.
And then
because all black people look alike.
yeah, because we all look alike. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like all the time, it'd be like at a movie.
All black people over 6 foot.
Be like, hey, dude, can I
Must be-
take a picture with you? I'm like, get away from me.
Close enough.
No.
He's black. He's big.
Yeah,
Close enough.
Exactly.
Whoa, I pulled up a white dude. Maybe
Did
this.
you
I'm
ever see?
spelling it
Did you
wrong.
ever see the movie Game Night?
No, but I.
Yes.
Oh,
Where
that's
this
Jackie. I get it.
Guy finds out
I get it.
like his wife slept with who she thought I think was like was it Arsenio Hall or something? And then she shows the pictures like, oh no, it was Denzel Washington. He's like, he's like, that's not Denzel Washington.
Yeah. No, like if I was
that dude tricked you.
If I was rich and famous and I was living in Calabasas or whatever, I would have everything in my house for my gym, whatever. I would just eat pot cookies and just study my scripts all day. I would not go out partying because a lot of those people are douchebags trying to.
You
be
do a lot
friend.
of voiceover.
Well, I wouldn't.
That's the one thing I'm very passionate about.
First, I wouldn't live in Calabasas.
I'm just saying, if it, I wouldn't either. Yeah. But they have nice houses.
My cousin lives in Calabasas, and him and his family are probably the only people in Calabasas who aren't douchebags. So,
I'm sure because it's all the it's all the Jenners.
His kids, exactly,
and stuff like that.
His kids grew up there, and they went to Calabasas High School.
Ew,
and they call it Calablacklist.
I'm sure. Like, okay, so I would still live in LA. I would. Anyway, my point being. I would have everything in my house. I would probably get high all day, record, watch whatever, work out.
So what you do now?
And I work more than I do anything. I would want to, do something I'm very passionate with.
It would be a very simple story for me because they ask you, hey, whatever happened to Shark? Won the lottery? Haven't seen him since.
No, we went to Japan. You paid for my ticket.
Yes.
We'll be like Matt Damon in Good Will Hunting where he just doesn't show up.
Every now and then he invites us to his private island to hang out, and then he tells us to go home.
Maybe George Clooney. We'll go to Italy. We'll just chill, kick back. Actually, that would be my thing. Is just travel. I would learn a language and then live in that country for a few months.
I would build the one and only Rekt Review.
You're rich enough to just have like a translator travel with you.
That's what I'm saying. Well,
no need to learn the language.
No,
actually,
I want to do it
that's
myself.
what peons are for.
Actually, that's what I do. I would build a Rekt Review Studios, and we would sit around and talk script ideas and make those movies. And
per episode, he'd pay us $5,000, and we would record every day.
And they'd be the most fucked up movies ever, like
B-rated reels that no one's heard of with these actors.
They would each have our personal stamp on it. Eric's movies would be the best.
Amy likes everything. Whatever. Her opinion doesn't count.
Can you see the opening of every Eric movie would be like fade from black, and it would just be Eric's face with his smirk like.
This would just be.
It would be like the Bad Robot intros, but with Eric running around.
Yeah.
Right, one more thing.
I can get behind this.
His face just comes up and he goes, "This movie's gonna suck."
By the way, there is one thing before we end. I do want to recommend on Netflix. It's Robots, Death.
Oh, that was fucking awesome.
You watched it? All of them?
Love, Death, and Robots.
Yes.
I saw the little thing icon.
Death and Robots?
Good.
Love, Death, and Robots. It's like a collection of like little short animes about Love, Death, and Robots.
It's not just animes. It's like other animation style types.
It's all different animation styles. It's really cool.
It's really nice.
And dark. Some of them are really dark and bloody.
Oh my God, yes.
I would also recommend then the new Ultraman cartoon that's on.
I haven't seen
that yet. Yeah, I saw that on there. I didn't watch it.
All right, guys, I know we're trying to get off, but this is actually really cool that we have these discussions. It's not just movies, it's our own personal experiences with other things. So
we haven't been together in a while, so we have to get it all out there.
That's true.
We promise next time we'll actually talk about the movies.
Yeah, we've talked about movies. We have explored our alcoholism. We've explored our repressed
sexuality
proclivities.
Yeah, let's come up.
Our fear of midgets.
Fear of midgets? We went deep this time. This is good.
We went very deep.
It's the Zinfandel.
If nothing else, everybody's going to be prepared.
And only two of us were drinking.
Yeah.
Shocking.
Yeah. I know. It's the snap of the fingers of Thanos.
If nothing else, everybody's going to be prepared for the documentary Amy and I make when we're in Japan.
We got to find a really good title for it. But no, next
Will we be able to see it, or is that going to be tied up in court?
No.
You'll see it.
You'll see it.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
You should stream it live just in case.
Hack the planet, baby. We'll get it out there.
And we promise when we watch a movie, we're going to review it right away. We're not going to leave a big space. But life happens. But
you should call it Tokyo Draft.
No, it'll be Amy and Shark. Arigato, baby.
Just call audio. Yeah, I can't even do it, and I'm not even drinking right now. It's a Sunday look. I'm already thinking what I want for dinner when I watch Game of Thrones and what I'm going to do when I get home. So.
I'm thinking about how good the nap I'm getting ready to take is going to be.
I can't take a nap. I have to wake up at 3 in the morning. That's going to fuck me up.
Oof.
I know. My life is just. Hey, I'm blessed. All right, we'll just say that. All right, guys.
All right,
kids. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, have a good weekend.
If you made it through till now,
you are the real
God bless
VIP.
you.
See you next time.
The one true fan we have.
You are true fans.
We'll catch you next time.
Peace.
Keep it real.